Hello everybody and welcome. Welcome to some more, of course, Amnesia, a machine for pigs, which there we go, is on screen now. I do have to remember that on loading screens I cannot mute myself or switch scenes and stuff like that. Because I tried to do that while I was loading the game. Holy shit, that is loud on me. How is it for you? I feel like that's too loud for you as well, so I'm gonna turn it down for sure. Hopefully that's good enough. Also, let me fix up my own Windows audio. I'm hoping that's good enough. Maybe? Is it a bit... hold on. I'm gonna turn it down even a tad more. Like your audio. I'm getting overloaded. What? Why? So stream might be lagging. Okay, now the thing is gone. Maybe it lags for a second. I don't know. But yeah, I do have to recheck the notes. I do obviously remember some of the story, but I know that I was quite confused with it. I didn't figure out that much out of it. So we'll see how much will I be able to remember really. This game is much louder than the fucking Elden Ring, holy shit. And it crashed. Nice. Well then, let's turn it down even further. Well, I was gonna, as if that makes a difference in the audio. But I'm turning it down both for me and for you, so I'm hoping I can kind of find a good balance and I'm audible enough. Well, turning it back on and hopefully it works out now, which reminds me, I should drag that up here because it does have no reason to be elsewhere. Do I need to turn down any graphic settings? I don't know if I need to, I don't think I do. I'm gonna turn down one or two things. Although I was still in the menu, so I don't think that's actually gonna be really anything. Yeah, it should be, it's a fucking old game. I'm running Elden Ring for fuck's sake. I don't think Amnesia Machine for Pigs should be an issue. So yeah, I don't know why it crashed. I don't know. I really don't know. Anyways, yeah, I do have to double check the story just to make sure I pretty much remember everything. Why do I feel like that's weird? I think this is the correct spot. I don't know. And yeah, I think I don't know. What I do remember is that I didn't like this game nearly as much as the first one. I don't remember from back when I played it years ago, but now it's like it's kind of like the baby horror, running babies, screaming, whatever, and fucking Kratos rocking around. It's just not my thing. It's not the type of horror that I enjoy being scared at. It's the kind of horror that I, don't like being scared at. Like, it's not freaky in good reasons, it's freaky in bad reasons, if that makes any sense. Which I don't know if it does. Are you gonna load, or are you completely fucked? It's again not responding according to Task Manager. If I click on the screen, it's probably gonna be like, oh, it's not responding again. Oh, never mind, it did work. Right, so, and I do remember you have pretty much unlimited lantern. I don't have an inventory or anything like that. However, I do have notes. So I guess go through those, have a very quick refresher. Okay, let's start with this one. Okay, let's go. I'm just a man saying what came with his heart, lubricated, crushed, wonder, destroyed, and lubricate. What? Liberate, not lubricate. Django mirrored somewhere behind my forehead, tempo pounds. Children repelling the attic. Right, so he has headaches or something at end of June 1899. Are all the ones that have dates are from 1899. There's the kid's diary. Isn't this one older? Yeah, this one was older, a little bit older. So whenever he wrote that in June, which I at first assumed was recently to current events, but I don't know if that's necessarily true. It's probably not. Then like a blooded saint. So I don't know. He's been having nightmares in June. Well, what, in February? Right, yeah, so in February they went on a trip to somewhere. I don't know where that is, but they went on a trip to somewhere. And there's fucking still some. That's so weird streaming while the sun is still out. Because first I started streaming earlier because I'm trying to pull my schedule back at least while the exams are over. And two, it's just, the summer, so longer day. longer days. But it's still so weird. Usually it's dark outside now. It's literally, there's like literally sun still. It's like I can see a little. It's very, very small, but kind of shining in between some branches in my room. It's weird. So yeah, they went to some ruins or something. And you can see him looking down on someone. That was also a thing, right? Invitation box. He's here for independence. Simply smiled and told him that my family's library. You're right, yeah. So he's looking down on people still, or I don't know what I said, still. He's looking down on people. Adventure, result stones would financial. Yeah, so they're looking for some old stones, I guess. Maybe, possibly the orbs. So they might be going in ruins after the orbs. Their diary, like their father is struggling. That is after the trip. A while after the trip and after his nightmares. He's financially struggling, so there won't be Christmas. And they don't see each other a lot. There was a pig that he came and said to come inside. He was furious, but I think he'd been crying again. And I think that's like he's been working on pigs here, and there was something with him working on pigs. I don't remember the details. February 14th. Which one is that? Better. Right, that's some stuff trying to recreate life, I think. Yeah, so like trying to intestinal kind of like tap on already hosting intrusions in the breed. Brass better than copper, more or less like it's kind of trying to create to create, I don't know, Frankenstein's monsters or something, I don't know. Let me just, there we go, scroll down on my thingy so I can see my voice. That makes no sense. So I can see like my mic levels moving on. You know, with the animals anymore. We're playing hide and seek and cook. They're going to hide behind Mr. Grumpy Teddy. It's because the gun's there, but he always lets go of Polish and can't beat. You can hear, yeah, I think that's hinting to the stuff behind the walls. And like obviously has stuff behind the walls. His children found out. What was that again? Okay, there's some song or some shit which probably means something in some language, but I don't know. Probably, I mean, German, looks like German. And was that taking place in Germany? I thought that it was maybe taking place in Germany. I don't think I really confirmed. Right, and that's the latest note. He has a visitor who is Professor A. He's come to search my mental well-being after a prolonged absence from the club, but I'm not stupid. He's here to spy for them. When they stalked the Reaper, he was often called to pontificate upon lacerations and missing organs. When it comes to Dolph and my dear sin, we must still grieve. Perhaps a quick look at your engines, the triumph of the age. He knows nothing of the loss, nothing of sacrifice. Friends speak with pocket horse nests, inviting swarm interlopers and thieves. Stands before him and submit to his intrusion. And shows him the trippery. See what he's talking about. So, yeah, like he's clearly... he's gonna have the visitor guy, who is some professor, whatever. But he cannot refuse, because he's like in some club or some shit. Like rich people, I think. Similarly to how in the previous one there was the Order of the Black Eagle. I'm guessing something similar to that. Like a community of rich people. And they want to spy on him, or that's what he assumes. But he has to accept, because otherwise that will be, that will lead to even more problems. And he is considering maybe he's going to trip so yada yada yada. And to introduce him to Jack, his sons at least. Now, is that the pigs? Is Jack for example, a big pig, and then his sons are the smaller enemy pigs, or stronger locks on the windows now, and we bring their toys to them. Possibly again, pigs, they bring the toys to the pigs. And then here, I think this is the other way around, right? Yeah, I need to look them upwards, because for some reason, I guess they want the latest one to be the most important one, but this one is going in forwards order, I'm pretty sure, yeah. However, the second one is going backwards. So yeah, he wakes alone. Descend to Lomer. Surely only bodies may be found. My children call and Asha wonders, sir. This is definitely idiotic when they're babies, connecting there, because he does kind of see some hallucinations of his children somehow or some shit, I don't know. Not entirely sure with what's that all about. Rounds we set to whip Lily's passing under weapons that cannot slay the angels to revive them for heaven. Look beyond the paintings. Oswald, where once you watched her bathe. Right, yeah, because he was creepy and would watch her take a bath while those secret place and taking refuge there. Right. And I'm assuming maybe it's behind the walls and then... No, but darling, how do you manage to throw free... my darling lives. My father's house has many rooms. And as for mine, well, it also had secret chambers. Yeah, so he skipped through some rooms. Right, now I do remember that I needed to crank those. Don't remember what for, but I do remember that's what we wanted to do. Then I need to go around, I think, in order to go to the others. I don't really remember too hard, but there was something of the sort. Oh, I'm actually inside of the hidden chambers. Oh yeah, I don't remember the details of what's around. Oh, is that... do I see a first monster? I think we might see a first monster now. I don't think sanity is really a thing in this game. Is this blood now? Was it here before? I don't think it was here before. So yeah, I think we appear to be seeing... I don't know, I think like sanity is... like we get scared when we see a monster, but there isn't like really sanity or anything like that. Where the fuck was the... oh, right here. Behind a hidden bear thingy. And then we turn this one off as well. I take it. Come on. No, the other way. What? Just... okay. So I did some things. Why can't I pick that up? And hopefully that is something. But yeah, I don't know, I'm not nearly as much into this game as I'm in the others. Okay, now this is close, so I think I need to go around the other way. Yeah, so it would seem. Yeah, hello. Anyone gonna freak out again the second I come out here? So right enough for now. And yeah, we got some of those like phone call thingies, which I don't really remember, but we can't really check on them, so.
I'm off to market. I will cry all the way home. I will have none. I will have none at all.
What? That seemed like a flashback, but no idea what it means. Like, he's going to the market and he's gonna cry, but he'll have none of what? Like, obviously he's been through some trouble, I think. Oh, now this is open. You little freaking freaks. Metal ticking as it cools and contracts. Must be the strange machine my new friend told me of. If my children discover this place, it's entirely conceivable they straight downwards delighted into their discovery. Very well, it seems my route is predestined. The descent begins. Now... that's, yeah, I guess like something with all the sound around. Mystery machinery. If my children discover this place, it's entirely conceivable they straight downwards. Delighted in their discovery, very well, it seems my route is predestined. So, yeah, he's thinking... I don't know if that's the kids he's hallucinating, or does he not know what happened with his actual kids? And he's thinking maybe... I'm guessing he's hallucinating because he's fucking flipping bows. But yeah, it does seem that... like, if they somehow found this place, his kids, they would follow it down because they would be curious. I'm pretty sure that's what this is saying. Pretty sure this is like where we, you're going into somewhere. Oh, you're going outside. Okay. I did kind of remember some of this outside, but for some reason I thought it was near the end. I am very likely to be wrong, unless there's multiple outsides. Even if this isn't necessarily the place I'm thinking it is, because I don't think it's the very same place. Another pig mask.
See, Papa, we found an egg. A stone egg.
The fuck are you doing with a stone egg? Yeah, I don't think there are really many things like other than notes which supposedly shouldn't be too hidden. I don't think like there are no tinder boxes, there's no oil, so I don't know if there will be really anything to be looking for. This place looks empty. Okay, cool. I cannot drag anything around, which is kind of a bummer, because, I mean, that's kind of the strength of these games. Or at least the first one. I mean, I think there... are there still things? I think there's things that can move around. Maybe not, though. I don't know. I really don't remember. Well then. Guess we have no way back. Oh no, whatever shall we do? The thingy collapsed. That's where we're going anyways. Against the rising waters, curled into his cabin, he barely noticed the passing weeks. The swell nearby sunk her, but his fever kept it aloft. Oh, sunk... I don't know what. In the dark, his song glowing. I don't know, whatever. I'm hoping... I don't know if we'll find out nearly as much lore in this game as we did in the previous one. Because obviously the previous one I knew the basis. Now just figuring out the details. Now I don't know even the basis. I mean, okay, I don't know the basis. But I don't know the big story stuff, so yeah. Eternal new memento. That's interesting considering, you know, we just got a thingy collapsed on us. Anyways, let's see the note. June 3rd, so that's kind of the day before he was having nightmares. I mean, he's probably been having nightmares for a while, but the day before he wrote about having nightmares. I realize now that my fear of dirt stems from the disease I contracted climbing those lost jungle temples. It is as if those clean places, so free of humanity's filth, imprinted upon my soul and left it fragile to what I find here. Fear is what keeps us all in our places, and the fear of the flesh the ruin of the flesh is the greatest of them all. I am sickened, I am ruined, but I will build such machines to contract this plague, and heal so. Contain this plague and heal. A new century is upon us. Technically not wrong, it is 99, so the next century will start in 2 years, technically. I will of course talk about it, just give me 1 second, I want to see a date exactly. Oh no, it's the 24th, not the 4th, my bad, I thought it was the 4th. So it has been, you know, 20 days, 19 technically. No, 21. Math. Yeah, so... fear of the earth stems from the disease. What does stems mean in this situation? How does fear stem? Oh, stems mean... No, I know what stem means. Okay, originate or be caused by. Fair. Okay, that actually makes sense then. Oh, I still have a death count going. Whoops. Yeah, my bad. The video encoding is overloaded again. Hopefully that doesn't cause issues. It could be because I'm recording on top of streaming, technically, to be fair, but still, I don't know. Anyways, I realize I'm the there seems to stem, so he's afraid of dirt because of the disease. Which I guess he was going to those temples, probably related to, again, looking for that orb thing. I'm too low now, because it's cutting off my head. I don't know, I'm hoping I cannot fucking figure out how to get a good angle at this. So I guess he was going to the jungle temples to look for, again, maybe orbs or something like that, similar to the previous game. Because this is, I'm pretty sure, taking place in the same universe. It's gotta be, it's the same fucking name. Then maybe of dirt. So the reason he's afraid of dirt, which apparently he's afraid of dirt, is because of his disease, which he contradicts in those jungles. Which, I mean, jungle temples would have diseases. I'm not surprised. Those clean places so free of humanity's filth, imprinted upon my soul and left it fragile to what I find here. Never fucking mind. So, no, like, I don't understand. He contracted it there, but it's like the jungle temples are clean because it doesn't have humanity, but then, and when he came back, but he contradicted there. I don't understand that completely. Fear is what keeps us all in our places, and the fear of the flesh, the ruin of the flesh, is the greatest of them all. So he's like, like he's saying that all humans are motivated by fear, and mostly of like fear of dying or getting hurt. Secret ruin, but I will build such machines to contain this plague and heal souls. And he does inspire, and he's inspired and does plan to create a machine that will fix everything. And yeah, since this is the earliest, yeah, this is the very earliest note you do find. So yeah, there is clearly, that's what happens before everything else that we've seen. So like that's the start. He's like, okay, I'm gonna build something to fix all this shit. And I mean, he does build something, but I'm not sure how much does he really fix out of the shite. This doesn't look like there's anything else here.
Come on, slow coach. It's this way.
Are they talking? I think they're talking to me, right? When they say like, slow coach, I believe they're talking to me. Huh. What is the trick? That voice on the phone, who seems so close to my own, who seems to know me so well. Does he lead me for a nefarious purpose of his own secret devising? But do I have a choice? Even though his motives are unknown to me, I must find my boys. I will follow the machinery down to the very core of the earth, if it will lead me to Edwin and Enoch. Edwin, not Edwin. So, now that he says that his voice is very similar to my own, was it possible that I somehow left a message for myself on the phone? It's probably somehow. Maybe it was even left, like, recorded, you know? So, maybe I left a message... Maybe I left a message for myself after getting Amnesia dead. Which maybe I again drank the Amnesia potion, something like that. I don't really know how did I... Like, technically I don't even know that I've forgotten. Like, it doesn't say, like... In this game, it doesn't nearly hint nearly as much about you having forgotten shit. But it is still called Amnesia, so I'm gonna assume that it is. Like, I'm gonna assume we have still forgotten stuff. And so maybe the current us doesn't realize that our kids are dead, which, I mean, there might not be technically, I guess. We haven't seen a confirmation of them being dead. I'm just... Knowing the game, I'm just willing to bet that they are exactly... that they are really dead. The voice on the phone. So I'm guessing he has left the message to himself on the phone. Why do I have a choice? Even though his motives are known to me, I must find my boys. Yeah, so... he must have left a message from himself for some reason, which we don't know yet. We don't know our motives. And then we're hallucinating about looking for our kid children, I think. That's what I was assuming. I don't know why. I'm so fucking tired today. Like, yesterday I slept 5 hours and I was fine through the entire day. Today I slept like 9 and I've been half dead the entire day. Like, I tried to study 3 times and I couldn't. Like, couldn't get any concentration in. I don't understand how that makes any sense. Oh, well, there's another phone call, so... Let's hear probably us out.
The shaking ground you feel is our attempts to clear the floodwaters. Treachery, Mandus. We were undone. Your children are trapped by this act. You must find them before it is too late.
What do you need me to do? How can I find them?
Always deeper, Mandus. Through the piston room and into the tunnels. Then find the bilge and flush the rotten water. I will help you where I can. But you must be swift, my little friend.
Oh, so was there kind of meant to see the note after that? Because it didn't make any sense that I would get the note when I didn't. Like, I heard the phone call so long ago. I'm guessing that's kind of relating to this one. So yeah, obviously, I'm just gonna be assuming and saying that the guy on the phone is a past me, so I don't have to clarify it every time. But past me has pre-written, and obviously, like, he doesn't necessarily respond, even though I answered, he doesn't respond. So I can assume that that's the past me. That's pre-recorded that somehow. So he does... I have somehow set this path up for myself for some reason, and I'm like convincing myself that that's the way to save my children, which I still don't understand. What's the deal with them? Obviously I'm not really seeing them, there's gotta be hallucinations, but like, I don't know why. And I'm still assuming they're dead. I could be entirely wrong, of course. That looks important. Is it? Probably is. Oops. FF10A. 100 votes. I mean 1000 votes. That looks like phone number. I don't know. I feel like that's something I need. Looks like more maybe a, what's it called? A, oh, careful. So yeah, I'm surprised if the bit that I do remember is actually later on. Oh, I think the power died, did it? I'm guessing that's a fuse. That's what I was gonna say. And there's another one there. That's what, 100, like 10 amperes and 1000 volts. Is it the same? 10 amperes, 1000 volts. So they do look to be identical. Hold on, I wanna check the. Hold on, you stay there. I'll fall off to anywhere. I wanna check in those buckets if there's anything. Anything? No? Okay. Grab this one as well. Have it closer to me. Well, I guess I'll technically have the other one closer because this one is on me. Fuck off. I don't know if I need both, but I'm grabbing both. Oh, do I need to go find a way in there? I don't remember when monsters appear, so... I could be well within monster territory now. Or like, territory that monsters can appear. I'm pretty sure I did see a hallucination of one. Even more fuses everywhere. So many fuses. Do I need all those? I'm dumping them on this room, I think, just so I can know where they are. So I'm gonna also dump this one here. That's probably not the smartest place to have them, but I just wanna know that they're all here. And if I need them for something, I'll be like, okay, well, I know I should look for them, so just gonna do that. Now I'm guessing this machine in the middle needs one, but I don't know if I need all of those, if I need most of those, if I need them for multiple places. I'm kinda just guessing here. What is that? Some crank? Or is it some bridge thing? It looks like some bridge thing. Come on. Why is it so hard? I don't think that is really preventing me from spinning anything. I don't really have room on my desk for more. Hold on. Let me try and get a better position. Maybe, I don't know if it will help at all, but... There we go. That might be a little bit better. Why is it so hard? I promise I'm not that bad at this. Okay, so I got like a bridge up to somewhere, which I have no idea how to get down there, but... Whenever I do get down there, I have a bridge now. Unless I also do something else, and I fucked myself over for doing that. Which is entirely possible, for all I know. Ah, it's like locked, which, I mean, can't I just... No, I don't think... I think it's like... Technically, I should be able to literally lift that up from here. But, I mean, clearly that's not what you're meant to do. That clearly needs a fuse. Can I pop it out? Okay, I was afraid it's gonna zap me. So I was being like, oh, just be quick. The saboteur had been this way. Intriguing. The gates are far too heavy for a man to lift, and they are instead hoisted aloft by a chain coiled about a tube that appears to be spun by motors connected to these electrical switches. Whilst the fuse is blown, the motor cannot be spun, and the gates will remain an impenetrable barrier to progress. Okay, well, I do have like 3 fuses here. Hopefully at least one of them is working. Can I throw? What? I clicked the throw button, but I don't think he did throw. I mean, that's a very pathetic attempt at throwing. I guess it is technically a throw, it's not just a drop. It does make some distance forward, but it's extremely, like, you cannot... Okay, so even throwing is shit in this game. I don't know, I don't like nearly as much as the first one, that's for sure. Like, the horror type is not something I'm too big into. The... Oh, is it up? I thought I needed it down. Okay, so for now I think the only place I haven't gone to is down that doorway, so let's go there. Unless there's one up here as well. I don't know, as far as I can tell. Let's see water. And let's keep moving. There was staircase leading up, but... Okay. Everything's fucking falling apart, apparently. It didn't close behind us, which is good. Ah, there's the thing I was hoisting down. Why is there a barrel here? or if it's not a barrel, why does it look like so much like a barrel? Like, it really looks like a barrel, but it's kind of in between something, which... I mean, maybe it is a barrel, I just have no idea what it is and what's it doing here. Okay, so I guess we need to go around up there.
Bandaged feet and eyes. Small bones in the orchard. I have carried this world on my back with its legs about me.
Eh?
Damn this wretched soul. I am given birth to nothing but machinery.
Okay, so I guess we do get, like, again, flashbacks and shit about... I mean, I'm guessing there are flashbacks, I don't know. Unless we're currently saying that. I still don't know, like, have we forgotten stuff? Like, we must have forgotten stuff. That must be, again, like, the name of the game after all is Amnesia, so... There might be some stuff that was forgotten, but I don't know what. Ah! I was like, what the fuck is going on? Okay, cool. I opened some barrels. Like, these gotta be barrels, right? Why cannot... I mean, I guess they're quite big, so maybe that's why I cannot pick them up. Oh. Well, help! Oh, okay, I can't crouch on the... So... was I meant to do that? Can I... I guess maybe I can go just from the... Yeah, I should be able to go on the side, no problem. Yeah. Alright. There is a thingy here, I'm gonna pull it in a sec. Let me explore what else is around. But yeah, like, that's again maybe backstory to when... Oh. Is there... I think there's just life on the other... Oh no, maybe not. It's just like the street outside. And just people moving around there, you know, their nights. Don't say about their days, but it's nighttime after all. Okay, don't tell me it's gonna blow or some shit. Okay, it doesn't blow. Okay, let's keep going, I guess. Still, we have only one way for the time being to go, so... Not really a concern. But yeah, I guess... Like, he's thinking again about when he's trying to... Was it sound from the game? What the fuck? It felt too real. Sounds like water dropping. I think that's water droplets. But yeah, I don't... Like when he was trying to create life and shit, right? I'm guessing that's what all the flashbacks are about, for now at least. Which... I don't know, is it like artificial life that he's creating with the pigs? You know? The machine for pigs? Or is there more to it? Okay, so... Now we have two doorways. One there, and one here. That's twice more than anything you had until now. What's going on? More collapses, awesome. Another confounded fuse box. This, the fellow is thorough in his sabotage, if somewhat repetitive. The stench from these barrels is quite discomforting. I would certainly hope that whatever chemistry this room is designed to store is not a defining feature of the flood that threatens my children. So... Again, I don't know why we're doing this to ourselves. I'm still guessing that's ourselves. But yeah, like, oh, he doesn't even know what's in this room, which... Like, that's our basement, that's what we were doing, whatever we were doing was here. So we should supposedly know what's in here, but I guess because of the potion, we have no idea. And so yeah, that's... Staying in this barrel is quite discomforting. I'll certainly hope that whatever chemistry in this room is designed to store is not a defining feature. So yeah, if the flood is with that chemistry, then it's a big problem for... Big bad times for the kids, which I'm still guessing are already dead, but you know. And yeah, another fuse box, because again, there is, like, he's assuming someone is sabotaging him. I'm still guessing that's past him. And he, like, fucked up the fuse box, so... Throwing this out because I'm afraid of something going on. Oh yeah, there's still the one-sided door somewhere. Why is music tensing up? music. Or, I guess technically it's not really music, it's just sounds, but... It come down here. Like, almost like someone is after me, but... Oh, that's just gonna lead me back down to where the other place was. There is a note here, though. Yeah, they're just gonna be down here. Okay. Let's check note, the other note. August 19th, 1899. Von Reichenbach writes of the Odic Force. Sounds, can you please stop being so freaky for a second? I'm trying to read here. Whilst that ignorant charlatan Blavatsky pontificated upon the soul. They are both cretins. To think one could strive for such great heights without wading first through puke and inert, without standing upon an architecture of bones, Montezuma was the wiser. But here, in our temples of steel, I have witnessed the severed head of a man recently trampled to death by a runaway carriage, immersed in a solution of the Brandenburg compound, open his eyes and cry, "Oh, where are my legs, sir? Where is my body? We are breaking through the barrows of death itself. Oh, my dead darling Lily, it is too late for you, but I promise you this, I will save our children from death, and if need be, I will raise them back from the blackness of this wonderful concoction." Okay, I think this one actually gives us a lot of info, which I'm happy about, because until now all of them are like, okay, what do you mean? This one? I think like this one is giving us a lot of lore. So, I don't know who von Richtenbach is and was the Odic Force, but I'm guessing that's, again, maybe something similar to like maybe the soul or some force powering the body or something like that. Like, again, like mystical force almost. While Blavatsky was talking about the soul, and like he said that they're both idiots for... They're both idiots for talking about such dumb shit, because clearly the way to achieve greatness is to go through the puke and inert without staying upon an architecture of bones. So, like, you have to go into the anatomy, and that is in a way also like the advancement of medicine, right? And even about, you know, biology and anatomy at all, like the entirety of anatomy and biology is like that. You cannot just go for about the soul. And with what's it called? with science progressing, like the people started looking less for the soul and more, you know, like for the innards of the people and what's wrong with them and how to fix them. Therefore bones and stuff like that. No idea who Montezuma is. I'm sure if I knew those, it would be getting one more lore. But here in the Temples of Steel, I've witnessed the severed head of a man recently trampled to death by a runaway carriage, immersed solution of Brandenburg compound. That's... So clearly he has somehow gotten some force from Brandenburg. He calls it the Brandenburg compound. So clearly there is something related to Brandenburg and to Alexander. So he somehow, someone that's literally just a severed head, brought him temporarily, I'm pretty sure, back to life. Even though briefly, at least I'm assuming it's briefly, he brought him with his full consciousness back to life. Like, enough conscious to literally ask, where are my legs, where's my body? And yeah, he's literally bringing people to life. Which, again, I'm assuming, at least that severed head, was just for, you know, a very brief time. But still. Am I dying? Clearly it's too late for you. So, like, it's too late to save his wife, which I think died giving childbirth. But he can save his children, which I don't think we know why his children are... I don't think we know why his children are dying. But I believe they are dying. And he does intend on bringing them back. Actually, I do want to check. Yeah, that is after all the issues in June. Like, after all the issues in June. Oh, he went in August. Oh, wait, no, February was when they went to the place. Then June, he had like issues sleeping, and he started... Right, so he started working on... Okay, so the timeline for now, in February, he went to some trip with his kids, possibly looking for some great things, and maybe it was there that both him and his children got sick and started having a lot of issues. And then in June, like he decided to start working on new medicine that's gonna fix everything. Cause yeah, and then in August, I think is the next one we got. In August, he actually got a lot of progress. Only for so from the start of June to mid August. That's 2.5 months, right about 2.5 months. He did literally, like, he possibly after he wrote that, he did some research and somehow got to Brandenburg, which maybe we'll find out more about. And from there he found out some, you know, some stuff. And then, yeah, like, he was working on all that shit. He was working really hard because he didn't see his children, and like, he didn't allow them to go places. And then, like, in December, which is ages after, like, some people came to look after what the fuck he was doing. But yeah, that's, I like this one. It actually finally gave me some stuff to talk about and to analyze, because until now I was like, well, I don't know, he's talking about shit. Oh, I thought this one would lift, kinda, you know, because usually more... Don't do that. Don't do that. You little wanking piece of pig. Must have run away. Usually the first encounters aren't particularly, like, actually dangerous. But yeah, I don't fucking little wank. Like, when I saw my lantern blinking, I was like, there's gotta be more to this. Like, there's gotta... oh, again? I mean, they're running away from me for now. But it's just kind of scary, considering it is the bloody monsters. Boop. Another memento. I really love that mementos actually give you lore now. It's not just like, you know, the door is locked, you need a key. We need something to resolve the thing, like to resolve the shadow. Maybe, you know, maybe use the thing. I really love how that here they give actual lore, and more importantly that you can look at the other ones. Although, I mean, if they didn't give lore, I wouldn't care about the other ones. Like in Amnesia, I don't care that they remove them because they don't actually give me lore. Here they do, so it's really nice that they also added you the ability to look at the other ones. It seems this chemical professor is merely one part of much larger complex. Knows his route for me then. I will follow my fever, the cause of my children, wherever they may lead me as I move further into the strange empire. I don't understand that. Yeah, well. Here goes nothing. So, 2 doors. One here. One down. Which one do I want to try? They might lead to the exact same spot. Oh, this one closed now, so I guess this is the only way I have. Okay, so we had a doorway there, but it does appear to be locked for the time being. Unless I could hypothetically... I am curious, can't I run all the way around and reach that area? I'm gonna try that because I'm curious about stuff. I feel like since this is such an offshoot... It's so loud though, like there are fucking monsters still everywhere. I feel like because this is an offshoot it won't... Oh yeah, this is locked again. Yeah, so I can't go back there yet. Okay. I was imagining something that like might be similar to that happening, but I wanted to be sure. That's why I went all the way back. But yeah, again, we're getting monsters which are running away from me, surprisingly enough. But sooner rather than later, I do imagine they will start chasing me. So, you know, gotta start being wary of all of them.
Follow us, Papa. We know the way.
Your little wanks, which are killing the living shit out of me. Like, I think I've gotten... I mean, it makes sense, we've seen the monster twice. Monster, I don't know. And the kids like a million times, so I guess it does make sense to be... I mean, I'm more freaked out by the children than I am jump scared, although I am both, kinda. Can I jump that? Or do I drop down? No, it's like clearly hit an invisible wall there. Not even meant to try jumping that. I don't know what's happening. Oh.
For God's sake, hold still, child. Don't let it get into your eyes. I'm gonna rinse it out now. There. It will be fine. You just need to lie down. Enoch, look to your brother. How many times have I told you not to play in the cellar?
Okay. So again, I guess some like his kids somehow got in here and they got contaminated. Well, not contaminated. They got like some chemicals on them, and his father were like mad at him, mad at them, because obviously playing around chemicals is never a good idea. Oh, that collapsed, I think, while I was here earlier and it hadn't collapsed yet, didn't? Was it? It wasn't collapsed yet, was it? Unless I wasn't here? I don't know. I think I was here at some point. I don't know. But yeah, either ways, it is... Okay, I mean, to an extent, it's also kind of a straight shot. Is this where... I think that's the other side of that... No, wait. Yeah, I think that's... Is that all? Was I here at any point? I don't know. I'm kind of getting a little bit lost here, so I don't know. Okay, there's another memory thingy. As well as a crunk.
Told you he'd come.
You told... Who told... You're one of the kids. Did you... Are you talking to your brother and being like, I told your father will come? Like, I will come? Or what did he mean? I'm a bit confused right now. But yeah, like his kids got in here, maybe that's how they got issues in the first place, but I'm not sure. Let's check the memory thingy. Can you be quiet for a minute?
Extraordinary. Quite extraordinary. And you built it all. Good job, man. You have been busy.
It is wonderful how tragedy focuses the mind. What else was I to do? Fall into grief, pine, and fade in my hopelessness? Why not then simply die in that jungle amongst those dead temples?
Okay, so... I think, come to think of it, it can't be his wife they're referring to. Okay, so that's clear again talking to the professor who came to check on him, and he's like, oh, that's impressive, like, everything you've been, which is true, I mean, it is pretty impressive. But I was imagining when he was saying, where is it, hold on, let me find the note. When he was saying, my dear sir, but you must still grieve, he was talking about his wife. I do not know if that's true. Like when I listened to that, it clicked that maybe that's not it. Like his wife has been dead for at least some years. Like his children, I don't know how old they are, but they clearly aren't toddlers. Or at least they aren't infants. They might be toddlers actually. I don't know, but they clearly have at least a couple years behind them. So, like, you know, I would say at the very least 3 years old at that point, you know. Which, I mean, possibly even up to, you know, 6, 7, 8. But it's been a few years since then, so he can't be referring to that. He can't be referring to his wife dying. It's been so long, because I am still assuming she died giving birth. So... So maybe something happened with the kids at that expedition? I don't know if it's ever implied. I mean, here he's saying he'll save them, so... Yeah, maybe. Maybe when they went to the expedition... maybe on the expedition somehow both him and his kids got infected or something like that. I don't know where that jungle is. I don't think... No, I don't know anything about the jungle. The place we know in Algeria, which... by the way, I guess I should say it, even though it's not related to what's happening now. For Rebirth, I did see a tiny spoiler that it is happening in Algeria, and I think it's related to... It does give some backstory to Daniel and how he found the orb. I think... I don't know if the entirety of it happens. I accidentally saw a little bit of a spoiler when I was watching a lore video on Daniel, and I was like, well, it's Daniel, the guy of the first game, so... I'm guessing it's related to the first game, and there aren't going to be spoilers to anything but the first game, but they were. I stopped watching when I saw spoilers, but unfortunately I did see a little bit, so it's not a big deal. I didn't see a lot, but I'm not going as blind as I was initially. But yeah, we know of Algeria, and we know of Brandenburg, which is in Prussia. Neither of which have any jungles in or near them, I don't believe. So the jungle must be a completely different place. where he, again, maybe was looking for orbs. They are orbs in different places, I believe. We do find out. Why am I so bad at this? Like, I don't... Okay, do I just go in the vote? I guess I'm just going in the vote. There's a bunch of crunks in here. Oh, this is just gonna close the doors. Yeah, it's like an anti-contamination place, right? Okay, that's not it. Oh. At least I'm thinking, isn't it? Oh, that's the place from the starting area. The starting thing, isn't it? I think it is, anyways. Yeah, that's like an anti-contamination place, I'm guessing, where you know, kind of get isolated. Then it kind of is gonna blow stuff on you. Yep. Some steam to clear us out of anything we might be carrying. Obviously, in the present times, that happens with hazmat suits, but... Well, that's not the present time, so... And you're meant to be literally isolated, so while it's on... Like, there's no way to open more than one door without... I mean, I guess... Maybe the machine won't allow you, I don't know yet. Oh, I should have turned it off after I was done, but whatever. I'm guessing the machine... Like, that looks like, to me, like, safety reasons, right? It's not as much about all the things those things do. Like, it is meant to, like, you cannot... Like, you have to... In order to open the door that isn't currently open, you need to activate that, which locks you in unless you pull that, and then you can open yourself a door and then turn it off, I'm guessing. When that's intentional to obviously keep you from bringing anything. And as I said, like, that in the current times happens with hazmat suits, because they can't really, like, they're made of... I don't know what they're made of, but something that stuff doesn't stick to them. Okay, we're kind of, again, not in a very freaky area for a change. Oh, that's the time where I am. Flood breach, emergency shutdown in place. Is this all the areas in the game and it does tell us where we are? That would be interesting if it does. Okay, let's see what can we figure out. Oh yeah, because there's flood, there's emergency shutdown, so a lot of the places are closed, I'm guessing. Trying to figure out what's going on, but kind of hard to tell. The picture isn't the best of qualities. I think light helps though. So can I bring a chair or something so I can be higher up? Chair somewhere, please. There are chairs here, which I cannot. Oh, I can. Never mind. I absolutely can drag around. Perfect. Let's go onto that chair to get a better angle of this. So I can assume this is like indicating that we are here, possibly. I don't know if that's true, but I'm guessing. Okay, that's a little bit of a better angle. I'm like my nose against the mic. Because I'm like trying to look closely, and that makes me lean forward. Yeah, there's like some, looks like some vials, chemistry stuffs that's happening, and some machines which do shit. I don't know. Not a machine, kind of that reminds me a little bit of a smelter, because it's kind of a dome shape, and it looks like it has bricks, which, if it's intentionally showing bricks, that's clearly, that must be because like it's meant to be heated up, so a smelter, because obviously bricks and stone and stuff like that, they don't transmit that much heat, and they kind of keep it contained, while also they don't get damaged by heat. Because metal does not get damaged for the most, I mean, it does melt at some point, but it doesn't get, you know, damaged by a lot of heat, and however it does spray it out a lot, like it does get hot itself, and then the heat escapes, kinda. So the fact that it's clearly like showing bricks would imply that it's like a heater or something. And then we go further down. Let's see what's the best angle we can get on that. Holy shit, I crouch so low. That's a lot of crouch distance that I make, huh? Okay. Well. Then even with the chair, can I go on the back of the chair hypothetically? Oh, so that might give me a, I guess it gives me a perfect angle at the thing, actually, at the thing I was looking at, whatever, chemistry stuffs. Boop. Careful, don't trip it off. Okay, there's a light in my face now. Yeah, that's gonna be a pretty good angle at that, but I mean, I think I looked at it. And then you have some, that looks like a pig conveyor belt, like they get the pigs through the thingy, they take them out, kinda maybe grind them here. I don't know why this, no, I mean, if they grind them, why the fuck do they continue on? I don't know, they do some stuff with the pigs here, and then They put them on the second conveyor belt where they cut them in two. Okay, here they seem to be removing some gore. That looks like a naked lady bathing in the things. Like, those look like boobs to me, and then there's the body, and then... I mean, that's kind of the outline, it's not really hands, but initially, when I just looking at it bit, it just looked like an alien. You know, there's the face right here. And then boob 1, boob 2, body, like a belly. And then, you know, her neck is here, her head, and then her hand goes in this way, I don't know. It's pretty obviously a low quality picture, like intentionally low quality picture. So, yeah, I don't know. Then we have... What is all that? I mean, that's like clearly some shit that's been grinded is coming out. Yeah, there's like you definitely grind some things here, but I don't know what continues. Maybe they decide that maybe some aren't fit, and whichever one doesn't fit, you just grind it into here, into that pool of grinded pigs. Well, if they are good enough, maybe they have some functioning body parts. They keep going down the conveyor belt. Actually, it might be better like that. I don't know. No idea what this is all about. Stop shaking. No idea what this is all about. And I don't really have a good angle on that, but... Again, kind of a smelter looking thing. Those look like smelters to me as well, or... Actually like brewers maybe instead of smelters. They kind of look like brewers to me, kind of like alcohol brewers. But I don't know. So I don't know how much I followed out of that, but I did, you know, get a thing or two out of it. Okay, this door is locked. I did want to check, like I didn't want to continue in there, but I wanted to see in case it was locked, which it was. No idea, still those pictures are extremely weird. A lot of bottles. Yeah, I really love these bottles, and then growers, books, and bottle. I was hoping for a note. You know how much I love my notes. Okay, that looks like there's nothing else here other than this picture, which I mean that does give us some lore, I think. So it is good. Again, this breastfeeding lady. Let's keep going. I'm guessing that's gonna be open if the other one... Oh, this is a travel door, okay. I wonder if this one will stay closed then forever, or are we gonna come out here at some point? Who knows? Anyways, let's go down here then. It doesn't say the name of the area though, like it did in Amnesia, the recent. The color, the neck, the nose. From the window, he could see almost to the docks, where they still pulling her out of the gratings. God knows what it's about, says the paper boy. God knows what says the paper boy. The talk is of murder. So at the docks, they're pulling her out of the gratings. God knows about says the... So, and there are some theories that there has been some murder, that there was a murder that has happened. Okay, oop. Locked. Oh. Coming. Another note. All the suggestions of a large workforce. Yeah, so all the especially the thing on the wall, that was the main thing. Like it clearly said, like there was supposed to be a lot of people, yet no actual signs of life. Like there's no one around, even though the picture showed so many people. There's like so many desks, so for again a lot of people. It is every bit as if someone has attempted to carefully create the illusion of a working factory complex. Yet this facade, when examined closely, is clearly just a falsification. But I must put aside my anxieties, quell the unease that pits my stomach, and continue in my path. Okay, so again, lower. She has clearly built all that. Well, not clearly, but he's very likely built all that just to fake that there is something actually happening there. Like all the processing of the pigs, the entire drawing must be a fake. Like the way he's like showing that there are like this room and this room where they grind the pigs, and then here they... I guess if it is pretending to be a meat factory, which it could be, it does make sense, you know. Some pigs go to get grinded for people who want grinded meat. Some pigs go for, you know, to get cut for, I don't know, for steaks. And then some might go for full pigs, because obviously there are also, you know, you can also eat full, like, you know, for big events you might get a full pig and just even cook it yourself. So that makes sense. The drawings make sense as well. Like, there's clearly a lot of variable different things. Now, I don't know if a meat factory will cook the meat, so I'm not sure how much sense does that make, since I don't think factory... Is there any type of meat that comes out cooked? I mean, I guess there are like stuff like some salamis, which do come to the store cooked, but I don't imagine they come from the factory. I'm guessing there is a secondary place that makes them. I don't really know how are salami made, but yeah, there are some things that obviously come to like to the stores and whatever, like prepared, and there's no, like, you can't buy an uncooked variants of it. But I don't know really how that works. I mean, it could be. It could be. I don't know. It could be that. And yeah, like, he was faking that stuff was happening there, even though it was something completely different. It's clear just falsification. Must put myself my exantis, go on easy. Fuck me. Why am I so sleepy today? Like, I literally slept almost twice as long this night than last night. Yes, that was just fine. Today I'm feeling tired as shit. Also, my throat hurts from the talking, that's why I'm drinking so much water all the time. Yeah. But I put aside my exantis, quote on ease that pits my stomach, and continue on my path, because obviously he is... Like, he wants to get his kids, so that's the most important bit. Now, the phone was ringing 2 minutes ago before we started talking about all that jazz. Oops, turn it on. Hello.
I have such visions to share with thee, if my jaw be unshackled and you harvest the crust from my eyes. Make me clean, Mandus, that my
Mandus.
thoughts and words can unfouled be.
Is my name Madbus? Whatever. I have no idea what the fuck that Gon was referring to. I'm kind of lost here. I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything because I really don't know what could it be. Still locked. Did that door close itself? I think it did. Gonna reclose it because if something's gonna start coming after me. Well, it does not look like a place where a monster's gonna come after me. I don't know. Oh, is that more false it is? Maybe like schematics for how successful businesses are. Okay, opera music randomly starts. Random opera music is random, I suppose. But I thought all the desks have the same design. Little door thingy to the right and then drawers on the left. Like that's how all are. Both in this game and in the Descent. Okay, note. Let's check note. May the 1st. So that's the second note in terms of events happening. So after the trip, but before he committed to doing stuff. But then, what if they could stand upright and walk as men? God, no, what? Oh, I read that God and for some reason put it here. What if the brute were harnessed thus? What would they sing? Would they find their own God? I have seen these things and I will tell you now. No, they will not. But they will happily accept fealty to a god thrust upon them and worship it thus given. In this I realize they are no different than the masses. They are much the same as us. Once the irrevocable threshold is passed, I understand that we too are shackled and must be set free. To free the man, we cut the man. In order to cross the great evolutionary line, it must first be painted upon the ground. Huh? We just want to double check if I'm correct about my memories, and then I'll talk about it more. Yeah, I think May is before all of the other notes. Yeah, correct. Other than the one in February, of course. They went there, something happened. Possibly. And no idea what that's referring to. I guess, like, there's gotta be the pig, like the pigs that he was doing, but I think that's when he started experimenting, isn't it? No, but I will build such machines. Maybe I misunderstood that, and maybe it's not here that he started. He started earlier, but he's kind of talking about, like, maybe he's making a little bit of progress here, and that's why he's getting excited about it, possibly. I don't know. I want to stand upright and walk as men, so possibly about the pigs. If they could walk right as men, which, I mean, they are walking upright, standing as men. Just pull that up a little bit, so it's kind of more in front of me. I don't know if it's gonna make any difference, probably not, but... I've seen these things and I'll tell you now, no, they're not. So, yeah, if the brute were harnessed thus... No idea what that means. But, like, if they are brought enough consciousness, what would they do? I've seen these things and I'll tell you now, no. So, like, they will not just start doing their things. Like, they won't act like, you know, I don't know, like random people. Like, they won't act like Sims. They won't act like Sims, but they will kind of follow if you say something to them. If you give them a god, they will follow and worship it. And, like, I guess similar to the masses, they follow what is given to them. So, like, they don't have exactly free will, but they are conscious, and they have conscious actions. What's the irrevocable? There's pass, I understand that we 2 are shock out and we set free. Irrevocable press always pass, I understand we 2 are shock out and we set free. And that also kind of loses me to an extent. That does also kind of lose me. Since we 2 are shock out and we set free to free the man, we cut the man. In order to cross that great evolutionary line, it must first be painted upon the ground. Yeah, I don't fully follow that as well, to be completely honest. I don't fully follow that as well. I just want to look at that paragraph for a minute, so give me a second, a minute of silence to kind of try to analyze it, because I am struggling here for some reason. We're going to try to best to shock out and set free. Yeah, no. Freedom and cut the man. In order to cross that great evolutionary line, it must first be painted upon that ground. Like, somehow I guess to go forward, we need to do some gruesome things, maybe? That's kind of what he means, like, we must cut the man, and he's trying to graft himself, like Godric, trying to slap animal pieces on himself and then cut himself and shit. I don't know. I don't know. That's all the things I got. I'm lost. Where did I come from? Oh, I came from there. Yeah, that's where the phone was. There's a doorway there and a room here. There's a lady and a goose. Don't knock. Busy. I'm not here. I'm not home. Oh, can I play that? No, nothing to play. Oh, unless... Oh no, that's a reuse... I'm pretty sure that's a reuse dust from Justine. That's why it's here, like... Why are you squeaking like a goose? I know there's a goose in this room, but... This is the goose room, I guess. Anyways, not. August 22nd. So, kind of in the middle, I don't know. In America, they talk of building their cities to the skies. To me, this seems folly, but perhaps it is simply a case of nation founded without a history of its own. We walk upon our histories. They are compacted into the very loam beneath our feet. The engineers who employed talked of this. They talked of how, when building the underground trains, they would often come across older tunnels crisscrossing the capital. What places lie buried beneath us? We are digging, excavating, and reappropriating what we find. At the center of the planet, my architects tell me there is a great iron bow. It is the egg of the world. I don't know what to make of this. Give me a second to again check the timeline. It is the same. Yeah, everything is the same year for now. Which is good, makes things easier. Just look at the month instead of the year and then the month, you know. Similar to the previous game, unless there was stuff happening years ago. Like all the events in the current events, so to speak, were happening this year, so we didn't have to check on the time of those. But yeah, and also another great thing, it says the dates here. I don't have to open them, look for the date in the thingy, like I did with the the previous game. Some often didn't, like even now, not everything has dates, but a lot of things have them in the title, which is amazing. It really helps you fit the timeline together. Because last time I was struggling with some messages to kind of place them exactly where would they be in the timeline. Even different to big things, like I don't think I got Agrippa ever. I don't remember if I ever got Agrippa's timeline, for example. Anyways, there was something else in August, the 19th, I believe, yeah. So 4 days after. When is that? Oh, yeah, that's the one that they told us that he brought the head back to life. So 3 days after he brought the head back to life, he starts talking about America and how they want to build their cities to the skies, which seems weird to him, but maybe it's because they have no history, which, what does this have to do with anything? I don't get it. I guess maybe somehow your history influences your, obviously, building style and kind of your goals as a country, as a society. Not personal goals, of course, but more bigger picture goals. And since America obviously doesn't have like a history, maybe that is why kind of the people are more, they want to build a city to the sky because they don't have any other goals. I don't know. I don't know, not entirely sure how am I supposed to read that and to interpret it. Engineers with employee would talk of this. Dog how on building the underground trains, they would often come across other tunnels. So yeah, again, like when they're building the tunnels, they would come across even older tunnels. So there were, like, the older tunnels. So like it's a thing how the new tunnels they're building in the current time are similar to the tunnels, the same culture, the same society, although a few centuries ago, were again digging out. So like again, they want to build tunnels, which I mean, I don't think a cultural goal is to build tunnels like a society goal. Our country's goal is to build tunnels. I don't think that's it, but like he's clearly kind of pointing out how there's overlapping in the society's history somehow. And when you dig down, you find, I don't know, and then according to the archer, there's a great iron bow, which is the egg of the world. I don't know. But also, I think we first find here that he has some engineers which are digging and excavating. So I guess when he was building all that underground shite to get his machines going, that's what he needed the engineers for. Like to kind of keep digging down and down and down and down and down to make a huge underground area. And yeah, there's like, I think that's what this tells. Okay. Let's leave the goods room. And I think that's the only way I can go now. Here. Okay, a toilet. What's in the toilet? Hello? Anyone looking, spying at me on the other side? No? Okay, let me just take a peek then. Someone's glued the toilet seat to the toilet. That's not funny. What if I need to really use the bathroom, huh? What do I do there? Like, you glued the seat to the... That's not fair. That looks weird. That's not tied to anything. If you pull that, nothing will happen. That's not how the toilets work. When you pull that, they're supposed to open the little thing at the bottom, and so the water starts flowing. But that's not gonna happen here, because it's just dangling loosely. And I cannot grab it or anything. Hell, for all I know, you might get your hand wet. Because that's gonna be in the water potentially, although... Yeah, let's not leave the water filled all the way, but... Come to think of it, there's nothing filling this with water in the first place. So this isn't gonna be full of water. Even if there was, there's nothing stopping the water, like a floater that's stopping the water from going up. And then even if there was, if that goes in high enough to actually get that wet, I guess when you pull that, it's possible that a bit of that is gonna trickle down, and then down the thing and get a drop or two on you. Which, I mean, that's not dirty water, that's not toilet water, that's clean water from here. Is there really no point in this place? I don't understand. I mean, maybe it's just there really is no point in that place, I don't know. Oh, we are kind of out on the streets. I'm gonna look at the note in a minute. I just want to see. You get a little bit of a view thing here down the street. It's very creepy for some reason. But yeah, we got trapped by going down the stairs into an underground bit. But now we're not trapped no more. I mean, I guess we're following to save our children anyway, so we're not trying to leave, but... Arguably, we are trapped because it is locked in, so, you know. But I feel like with enough effort and time, we should be able to cut that. I mean, it's probably not that thick. Like, it's smaller, which... Usually if it's smaller, it means do I slip my mind? The singular thread would be weaker if the grid is smaller, usually. So, you know, that might mean it's easier. We just need some pliers or something, and when you have a hammer, we can probably figure something to do with that. Anyways, no time. October 11th. I think October was where we got to the Ares. We investigate the very latest knowledge of chemistry, using low levels of laudanum derivative in feed to subdue the product even before the initiation of the process. This means that when we drag them from holding pens onto the line, they are less likely to panic and damage machine components, other products, or themselves. This section of the belt is sheared on rubber. This section of the belt is sheathed in rubber and kept well lit to maintain good spirits. And we have actually found that intelligent placement of gramophones and sample acoustic amplification tubes around the line means we can use music to further soothe the product. We find Debussy particularly effective in this regard. Debussy? I don't know who that is. Again, confirm the dates. Yeah, that's when the... Oh, that's exactly the same date as he's saying there are no Christmas. So... Universal knowledge of chemistry using low F levels. Yeah, so... I think this October, that's almost a month after he... No, where's the... Is that? No. When did he bring the head to life? Yeah, in August. So, yeah, almost a month after he brought the head to life, I guess they are now bringing some creatures to life. And they're being wild and unpredictable at the time. And they are using some chemistry to soothe them, so low levels of laudanum derivative in feed to subdue the product even before initiation of the process, so kind of to calm them down or some shit. And when you drag them from holding pens to the line, they're less like, yeah, they are kept in holding lines. They keep those pigs in holding pens and then bring them onto a possibly a what is it called again? I used that word like 3 times today and I forgot about it. The lines, the conveyor belts. So they like bring them from the pens to the conveyor belts, possibly. Likely to panic and damage machine components. So yeah, obviously if you drug them and they're contrombo, they panic, they damage. I guess they aren't really lethal or deadly or dangerous to like people, but they can damage machines, they can manage themselves or other, you know, experiments. Product clearly is experiments because it does say somewhere else, I think, products or other products, you know. And then they sheeted it in rubber and kept it well lit, and that's in order to keep again the thingy calm. So I guess like, well, the rubber is probably to keep it safer, so it's smooth, so it's more less hard and less dangerous, and then it's well lit, so it's, you know, it's calm to see stuff instead of being in the darkness and freaking out. And then music with acoustic amplification, yeah, is also comes down. And Debussy, I'm guessing that's a musician. I'm not sure though. Okay, cool. Warning: fueling pumps violate chemicals are in use. Volatile, not violent. Fueling pumps volatile chemicals are in use. These materials are highly corrosive. Wear protection. That's even in English. I just realized I was just reading the thing at the bottom. But yeah, so there are some volatile chemicals, so gotta be mindful because it's corrosive as shit. So don't touch them with your bare hands because you're gonna be fucked if you do. Locked. I think, isn't that where we go out on the street? Yeah, I remember that bit. There's a lot of pigs here, which, I mean, yeah, they do already have the model from last game for those pigs, but I think they did say they refined them better or some shit. Or was it, or am I thinking of something else? I don't know. I mean, they do seem to be better refined, that's for sure, because in the previous game, he was freaking out and getting some unrealistic stuff happening to him. Oh, this one does seem pretty, to make quite a bit of sense, actually. Boop. Boop. Okay, cool. Alright. Another door there. Let's check down here, though, very quickly. That's probably gonna be closed for now. I think I need to go out there and get some stuff, but I don't remember the details of anything. Nothing here, anything in the pig guard. Why can I not interact with the unique pigs? Like, there's so little you can interact with in this game. It appears to be some kind of fueling station. I've seen automobiles demonstrated at Mr. Yaram and Mr. Simmons' works, but the smell here is all wrong. This is not petroleum, of that I am sure. Everything suggests to me that this machine must be significant in some way. This looked like a refueling station, which does have something in it, which I guess we need to dump into a container here. Truck fueling station, it even says it. To be refueling the trucks, apparently, but it doesn't smell of petroleum, which is apparently what it just smells. I mean, makes sense. Makes sense to kind of spin it after all it is. You don't want to use it yet? Oh. Okay, that's the thing. So, yeah, I guess this isn't actual petroleum for some reason, but maybe it's pretending to be for outside reasons, like if someone comes in on an inspection. I cannot open yet. It's kind of blocking me from the outside. Okay, interesting. I think before we continue, I need a quick break because I am going to piss myself. So let's have a quick bathroom break or whatever we need a break for. So as usual, if you need to grab food, if you need to refill or drink, if you need to go to the bathroom, make sure to do that now. If not, hang around. I'll be back in 3 minutes or something along those lines. Yeah. Boop. Welcome back, everybody. Clicking M to unmute myself opens the mementos, because M is the button that to mute myself and the game at the same time. Oh, Alt M, not just M. And yeah, it's not the thing I really like. I use it only when I'm starting any streams, because usually I'm fine my desktop audio running, so that's not really a bother. That's the only way we can go. So a lot of piggies here, huh? Loads of piggies here, huh? Yeah, hello. What's up? I'm pretty sure we gotta find something to use to refuel that. Okay, those are at least working. Something to use in order to refuel that. Like to use that pump onto something and refill. You know, fill it with gas. Oh? Oh, did I didn't? Oh, not. There's always some parkour possibilities. There's also a window there. I saw the window. Let's check Nodo first. September 28th. So that's again after he created life, after he gave life to that thing, but potentially before they created pigs, or maybe after. I don't know. Imagine they say a machine one day that might think like a man, as if this is to be desired. As if this is to be desired. One might almost boast of creating a man who breathes like a pig. Man and woman upon all fours, rotting carelessly, ejaculating their filthy little missives into the streets, alleys and gutters, running freely with the careless spew of their conjoinings. The air thick with the whimperings of lust. Bodies strict with their own emissions. We have created a world where man is so utterly debased he will spray his seed over passers-by, and yet this is the condition Babbage aspired to. No, this is not the machine we seek. Such an entity should be nothing less than a deity, and we would fall upon our knees and worship it. We shall not crave gods to bicker and fornicate. They will exist to clean the world and set us free. I reject Babbage as I reject these men of government. Let the pigs copulate in the gutters while they can. We shall scoop them up and ease their ascension soon enough. What? So, obviously they're talking about like machine that thinks like a man, so like creating AI, you know. Creating machines that are like really smart and do smart things and whatever. And he says like this is not something that we should aspire to do. One might almost boast of creating a man who breathes like pigs. So I'm guessing that's kind of, I think he uses the rest of the paragraph here to kind of describe, like almost make this, say that this idea is similar to making humans fuck like pigs. I think. So like, yeah, like if you create a machine that thinks like a man, it's like making men fuck like pigs, like who breeds like pigs. Men upon all fours, rushing carelessly, ejaculating the filthy missives into the streets, alleys and gutters running freely with the careless spew of their conjoinings. They are thick with whimperings of lust. Bodies restricting their own emissions, who have created a world where man is so utterly debased, so he will spray his seed over passers-by. I'm guessing he uses that because obviously he's been working with pigs, and that's why he has that similarity to. This is a condition Babbage aspired to. No idea who Babbage is. That's kind of an issue. Like, there are some people which I don't know if they're supposed to be actual historical figures and I don't know them, or what, but I don't know who that person is. But yeah, it's like, I think she's saying that it's similar, creating machine that things like men is similar to making men work like pigs. It's not a machine, so it's like, no, this is not something we're trying to do. Such a machine that thinks like man. It should be nothing less than a deity. So like something that thinks like a man should be a god, pretty much. We shall not crave gods to... We shall not carve gods to bicker and fornicate. That will exist to clean the world and set us free. I reject Babbage. I don't know who Babbage is, and reject this man of the government. Yeah, I don't know. Let the pigs copulate the gutters while they can. We shall scoop them up and ease their ascension soon enough. So does he think... I guess he kind of sees pigs as like higher-ups as something better than humans, or something that should be better than humans, something that should be a god. Does he see the pigs as gods? Is that the reason behind all that? It's not curved gods to be communicate, they will exist to clean the world and set us free. Only good as I can. Just refill my drink, because the emptier it is, the longer it takes me to drink, so I gotta be more careful not to spill. Which, to an extent, does remove the point of having a 1 liter thing when I, you know, refill it when it goes to the middle, so... But, oh well, whatever. Anyways, so yeah, I think he's trying to make, like, pigs into gods. That's what I get from this. He's trying to make pigs into gods. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I understand this. There's nothing else here. So I guess I want to go out the window here. And out into the streets. I don't know. That opened in a very weird way. Hey, we're out on the streets. Okay, so actually, when I was looking at that and thing, maybe we can come out. Yeah, that's not really it, is it? So, can I move you or something? Oh, I can, okay. Nice. Yeah, so that's clearly not the thing we were trying to do. Like, there's no... I can actually go through here even without opening that, so I don't know why I'm bothering, but... I decided to be opening, so now I'm opening. Okay, this is open. What was the point in only being able to open this far? How... If there's like there's supposed to be a truck refueling station. There's no way a truck can get out, even without those, there's no way a truck can get out of here, can it? Like, it has to make a turn around that door, which is literally extremely in the way. Even hell, like, the only way, like, a car can come out, and... I don't know about the cars at that time, like, a modern car can kind of go to the right, and maybe it can fit through here. I mean, I don't know, it's... I thought it was a dead dog. Like, is a dead dog pulling that car? I mean, it could potentially... Yeah, it can squeeze through here, that's true. It could squeeze through here, but it's gonna be a bit of a squeeze, and especially if it's doing a right turn, it's gonna be even harder. So, I don't know. Like, that's not a very good gate design if it gets in the way so much. But anyways, now we have an access to this. We still don't have any container or anything, so... Oh, that's just the shutters of that. That's closed. Hello? That's really cool shot, the moon without behind the church thingy. Looks like I'm gonna see a vampire in a second. But I really love the look though. Okay, there's so many. Boycott, bans white stands from our streets. Manda's factory must close. That's all you can see is label is touched. Label is touched. See that this label is attached. I don't understand what it means. To all families? Come on, I can jump that. God dang it, I cannot jump that. To all members, although the first word does not look like a members of some labor or organized labor. It's not friends of members of organized. I don't know. To all something of organized labor, binds white stench from our streets. Manda's factory must close. So, because of the huge factory, which I mean, it's not really a factory, it smells of pigs so hard that it's like it's stenching everywhere, and people are getting annoyed about the smell. Like, dude, fuck, that's not cool. That's the same one. Minnie Palmer, New Year Eve, Academy Music, December 21st, 31st, obviously that's when New Year is. When is Wednesday and Saturday? I do not know. That's some adverts for New Year's, which, I mean, maybe, again, I don't know what's the current time, but I guess it is nearing New Year's, huh? I mean, after all, we do know there are notes from December, don't we? Yeah. But that's when the visitor comes, unless we literally get the Amnesia stuff within 10 days. It is already, you know, the new year. Said Gourmandsman Mumbo, I don't know. Yes, phone here. Yeah, I don't know what any of this is saying. Sewing Machine Co. Broadway, New York. Aren't we in Germany? Photo Cinema Thea. Another change of program and new somethings. December 26th, 1899. But that's pretty recent though. The boycott thing are clearly after the thing is that he's advertising something for December 26th. But there's only one thing up above it, which again, like, would kind of tell us some stuff about the time. Like, and also that is also about it. So, whenever the advert for something happening on the December 31st was, the boycott thing are after that, but it's only the boycott thing is meaning that it is probably soon after that. So, obviously we don't know that when this was put down. It could have been put down a month before that, so it could be, and that could have been put, you know, that could have been put on the 21st of November, and that could be put on the 1st of December. So it doesn't really say too much, but it does tell us some stuff that it can't be happening too long ago, because it would have been covered by other things if it was Bowyard. Is that a street name? No, I think I don't need to move that, if I remember correctly. It's kind of I don't know. Is it blocking a doorway? I don't know. Or is it... I'm pretty sure that's what I want to move. Yeah, it's blocking the gate here. Cannot enter. This church is connected to a plant. How odd. However, it does suggest another route into the main part of the facility. Given the locked doors around the fueling station, the truck blocks my way, however, almost as if the saboteur knew I might consider this alternative entrance. So, yeah, like, I guess the church and the factory are very close by, and possibly their basements lead to the same place. So, you know, it should be a possible potential route in. I did see that note in immediately, I just wasn't... I wanted to check the gate first. How in blazes are we supposed to meet these damn schedules if even the basic equipment we provided with simply will not perform its design function? These cursed new fangled trucks will only run a fraction of the distance of my own knock managed before running out of stinking gasoline. The gaffer says it's fine and there's plenty of pumps to refill them outside the factory walls, but you end up dragging a blessed tank from truck to the nearest one to refill it, and the one in the storeroom is empty again. I can't be turning that crank handle all day only to find the tank empty. Well, so it says I. Enough for a night, and to my bed I go. It's not like anyone needs access to the bleeding graveyard anyway. Harry, if you get this, I'll meet you in the Damson Temple for a jar. I'm sorry, couldn't mute myself properly, hit the wrong button. But, let's see. So there are some drivers which are driving things to or from the factory. So is this entirely a front? Like, if it's a front, it's clearly not making anything to be exporting. But I guess it is importing pigs, so that could be it. Maybe it's literally just trucks that are driving pigs into the factory. But yeah, they had pigs going in, and they did change the trucks for some reason to ones that are much, like, they don't go near as far. Fine, there's plenty of pumps to refill them outside the factory walls. But I'm dragging blessed tank from truck to the nearest one to refill. So, like, you constantly need to go to refill because the gasoline doesn't isn't enough for anything. Then the storeroom is empty again. So, I'm pretty sure that's not the one that we saw because it did clearly have a lot of shit in it. But you can't be turning that crank head all day to find the tank empty. Like, how do you turn it all day and it's empty? That doesn't make sense. Like, if it's empty, you wouldn't be cranking, right? So it says so yeah, he's like, okay, fuck it, I'm done for today, I'm going to bed. I guess he lives nearby or some shit. It just leaves the thing. Not like anyone needs access to the bleeding graveyard. So of course it's a graveyard. Of course we gotta go through a graveyard. It's a bloody horror game. Harry, if you get Harry, maybe I don't know who is Harry. Maybe a church person, or I don't know. I'll meet you in a Damson temple for a jar, Templar. So we need a jar for the fuel, I guess. And they'll meet in a Damson Templar. I don't know what that is, but I'm guessing that's what I need it for. Mandos, that's us, I'm pretty sure. Co. Mio? It's meat. It's got a meat. Oh, there's a little, very small line there. Meat processing factory. Since? No, this doesn't say since. 1828. So maybe it's been a factory for a while. And Saint Desmond Dunstan's church. Oh.
Come on, Papa. Let's climb this one. I can see more pictures at the top.
Huh? What you wanna climb? What the fuck you on about? I have no idea what those kids are on about, honestly. Misclicked the button and muted everything instead of just myself. So, like, what's the point of that street? It just ends. Like, could they have made a big gate here or something? Even if it's a chain gate, it's just like something that's like clearly showing a way for the trucks to pass. Because, I mean, maybe they have to go through here. Maybe that's intentional. Like, that's an inner. Well, that's very interesting though. Like, that's also part of the meat processing plant. So everything around here is, and obviously this part also is. So I guess it's kind of an inner street inside of the thing, but it is kind of a street nonetheless. Very interesting if you could see actual humans out here. I wonder if I'll be actually going out there. Crushman Jones. Maybe not though. I don't know why that truck seems like something you would interact with. But I mean, there's this truck which you can interact with, and it's the other one's maybe just a copy of this one. Are these truck lights? Chemical inspection, danger, highly corrosive, highly flammable. This canister looks as if it may fit the fuel pump I saw earlier. It certainly carries the same fetid, unholy reek. I will not think of that which I saw pass me in its cage. I will not gaze again into that dark machine room. A more immediate task presents itself, and is the opportunity perhaps to gain access to St. Desmond's. What the fuck did you see? Like, the tank smells, so it's like, there's gotta be the same stuff. So pass me in its cage. Okay, so that again, I don't know what the fuck is the cage he speaks of. Is it something here? Okay, so that's more of the stuff that's probably just the front, right? That's locked. Okay, it's just some lights of the conveyor belt. But yeah, that's clearly also not a path for the trucks to pass through here, so. Flood bridge emergency shutdown in place, yeah. But it's, yeah, the light changed, so it's clear like, he's like, okay, now you're here. We were here now. But I still don't know that if that's a front, that could be fake, but it could also have some realism to it. Like that could be a pipe, and then we go into those, I don't know. But I thought the game isn't that long. And like, I think I gotta be at least like halfway through, but according to those, I'm like a quarter of the way, less than a quarter of the way through. So I don't know. I really don't know. What the fuck are those all about though? Is this meant to be the pump? What? What is that? There's gotta be something to that unless it's like supposed to serve a function, but I don't think I can fit in there. Okay, well, let's grab that and feel that. I don't see how. Like that's, I guess, supposed to be the tank, the thing we're using for the gas, which isn't really gas because it's something else. Whatever. You can't let go, can I? Nope. Let's say here. Strangers not allowed on this works, and inquiries to be made at the lodge. So yeah, if you're an outsider, you're not allowed in here. Now, yeah, again, what the fuck is, like, there's no way for a vehicle to pass to get in here. Was that Pig Mask always here? Oh yeah, there's where the tanks gotta go in. So yeah, there's no bloody way for a vehicle to enter here. That's a dead end. That's a wall. Couldn't have, unless it's intended that way, couldn't have they just literally made a gateway in the end instead of a like a big wall, which clearly isn't possible. There we go. Now start crunking. Why are you so fucking hard to crunk in this game? Why is crunking such an issue in this game? Didn't have. Oh, that's a long way. Let's hide for a second. I think this might have been on... No? What's going on? We're supposed to like be quick here and just try to do this as quickly as possible. But I'm just wasting too much time and like I ran away instead of... Dear sweet lord of all that is good and holy, I must make my escape, gas this container and its putrid content and flee this place before that creature that nearly man returns. I will head for the church. Surely such an abomination could not follow into the hollow ground. Oh, but I didn't even see anything. I cannot even grab it until I'm fully crunked. Now I'm guessing a lot of this might be scripted. This is so hard. This is so much harder than I had. Okay, let's run then. I just bought it, because I guess... Yeah, I didn't even see the creature on me. Like, I didn't actually see the creature, but... Like, I think I hit from it, it was... I had no idea what was meant to happen there, like... So, let me just share my thoughts real quickly. What I thought had happened was that there was an illusion, or a hallucination, and... Because I hid behind the door, it went in the range as if it's near me, and it poofed away, kind of like hallucinations do. But I didn't see it. But then he says it will return, so that's clear now. It cannot be a hallucination, can it? Okay. So... Don't run me over, please. Didn't click something? Probably need to. Yeah, you need a push? Yeah, it doesn't work. Like that. Okay, do I crunk again? No. I cannot climb that really, so I can't like click anything there. Huh? What am I to do here? Oh, this side somehow? No? Uh-huh. It doesn't help. Oh, I just moved just so much that I can... Okay. Didn't even see that. But it moved just so much. What is that? There's something moving there.
This way, Papa. Come and see. Will it hatch? Can we take it home?
Yes, my darlings. Of course we can take it home.
Yeah, find an egg. Huh? What is gonna hatch? Ah, fuck, of course, there's a graveyard. Well, he was sure that the creature cannot reach holy... Oh, that seems familiar. Where did we see that? Oh, that's just a window. Okay. I think we saw it in Justine, unless I misremember. Or was it in... It could be both, but either in Justine or in the near the end of Brandenburg, like in the last areas. I'm sure we saw that. No, I think in the last areas of Brandenburg, the place we gotta cut ourselves to enter, like literally just before the inner sanctum, the room before the inner sanctum. I'm pretty sure that was what we saw. Okay. Okay, there's an entrance in there. There's a mostly buried pig in here. Let me just close the door. I'm sure it cannot open doors, whatever the monster is. Okay, a buried pig and a man. That strikingly resembles a grunt, except it kind of has some some blisters there. But other than that, it does quite resemble a brute. Grunt. Did I say brute? I meant a brute. I meant a grunt, not a brute. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck was that. I don't know. No idea what happened with that pig and how does it all work. And how did it like kind of see it, but also didn't get him, supposedly, while it also didn't get me. I don't follow all that jazz. Livestock and Bibles. Higgly Higgly piggly blue china eyes, my love comes to me in the fairest disguise. We skip and we totters, I seize her hind trotters, and enter her porcelain thighs. What? Is that a dirty... like a dirty thing for dolls? I don't understand. Is that something I was supposed to sing to Rani or something? Like, I don't... Huh? We sat here, I remembered we sat in our black and we mourned and we prayed and we bowed our heads. Now I hate God then, how I hated God then, how I spurned him. If this is our Lord, this pig who robs me of my wife, then I refute his embrace. I will crave a new God for us all. Such madness, such a fool I was. If such blasphemous ravings had remained within me, I would be doomed. But even here, I feel the machine throb beneath the flags, and I know my path awaits me. So, that's a memento, correct? That's a memento, right? Yeah. So I do remember most of it clearly. I just have maybe forgotten the very few last minutes, hours, days of my time. So yeah, after his wife died, he, like, you know, he mourned here and he hated God. He blamed him. He blamed God for taking her away from him. And yeah, that's why he made the machine. But now he realized that he was a fool. And that's a blasphemy, and... yeah, he should, if it's remaining, he would be doomed. But even here, I feel the machine throb beneath the flags. I know my path awaits me. I don't know. Yeah, that's mostly it, I guess. Yeah, pile of robes and notes. Kinda random, but okay. Why am I skipping frames? Randomly. Holy shit, I'm skipping so many frames. This usage is speaking, but it's not even... It's not even the game. The game is barely using any after all. Wait, what? My... Give me a second, because of the rotor stop, which is limiting my... Okay. There's something going really, like, hard here. Was kinda... the rotor stop was messing, but it is like the fucking temperature hasn't been anywhere near anything high. Is it limiting too much? I don't think it is. I mean, it's not a hot day today at least, so that's part of the reason. Let me... What is turn... Hold on, did I mute myself accidentally? No, I can't tell, hold on. Okay. Because I couldn't see my mic level, so I don't know if I accidentally muted myself. Because I didn't meant to mute myself while I was sniffling. I don't know if I did even that, but anyways. Let me turn stuff up a little bit. Stuff should run better. It should heat up a little bit more, but that should not be an issue. I mean, fuck, it hasn't even gone past 60 degrees, looks like, so that's not hot at all. Maybe even give it an extra. I'm gonna give it an extra thingy. So hopefully any limiting should be reduced. And I don't know why is my disk usage so high. I mean, it is to an extent because I'm recording. That is also true. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. You have more. Am I skipping more frames? Everything seems good. Okay. Now I'm skipping frames though. Why am I skipping so many frames? Nothing is speaking like of my... Okay, a staircase up. My guy, please. Okay, a staircase up here as well. And video, like, doesn't seem to be like any issues with the stream as well, because it usually tells me if there are. A note, okay, well, at least the notes, hope, don't imagine it's gonna lag. So, you know, that's I don't know why I was keeping so many frames here. Could try at game restart. I did do just remember. I should turn off my... Come on then. Game, please. Okay, I should turn off the instant replace on my Radeon software, because that is clearly also, like, it's constantly almost recording the game, so obviously that does make struggle more. Or game restart would help probably. Let's check that note. If it still has issues, I will do a game restart. November 23rd, 99. So that's kind of late. Second latest note. The only one we saw after that was the one that he saw that the guy was gonna come from the community club thingy. Twin candles bent to the wheel of the central saint, casting their light to the corners of the chapel. Father Jeremiah, I thought could be trusted with a secret, but he was like all of the others. So the old priest has gone to the holding pens with his flock. He says one will enter into our world with them. A shepherd indeed. What? Twin candles bent to the wheel of central saint, casting the light into the corners of the chapel. Okay. So he told Father Jeremiah, the priest here, some secrets, but he was like all the others, so I guess he couldn't have been trusted. Old priest has gone to the holding pens with his flock. Oh, right. He has been kidnapping people then. If says the holding pens like with his flock. So I thought it was only the pigs, but no, these were people. Considering, yeah, if it is a meat processing factory, I guess the pigs wouldn't come alive, would they? Like, they would be brought, you know, after they've been slaughtered at the farm or whatever. They would come here dead, so they can be processed further. So... yeah, so... I guess there's no point in keeping the pigs in pens if they're dead. Although if this bring them to life, obviously. But maybe he's using humans and then slapping pig parts onto them to make them... you know, big, nice, whatever. I don't know. So, I think that's it. I don't know. Father Jeremiah, I thought... So, did he tell Father Jeremiah everything? Did he tell him he's fucking kidnapping people? I don't know. But when he found out... like, obviously the guy wasn't cool with him kidnapping people. And that's why he kidnapped him as well. Like, he went to the holding pens with his flock, where he says he will enter into our world with them. A shepherd indeed. I do not completely follow that, unfortunately. But it's near the end, so like he has been doing a bunch of shit already. I'm skipping frames. Let's do a little game restart then. See how if that helps. So give me just another minute, so I'm turn it off and on again. Hoping it helps, because if not, it's gonna be an issue. It's not running. Epic Games tells me the game is running, which it isn't. By the way, Epic Games does have a free game every Thursday, so... like every week, starting on Thursday. And this week, starting from a few hours ago, it is... it is Borderlands 3, so if you want Borderlands 3 for free, which is quite the fucking bargain, because I think it's like 60 euros, so... You know, 60... Like, oftentimes there are cheap games that are like 5-10 euros, which, you know, isn't the biggest thing, but occasionally, like now, it's a fucking 60 euro game. So, that is quite a thing. That is quite the thing. There we go. Finally, the Epic realized that Amnesia isn't running, so I can actually run it. Hopefully now it's good. Fingers crossed that it runs good now. Going overloaded. I'm guessing because I'm launching the game, it's... Why is it overloaded though? Right, yeah. Yeah, that's the exact room that we went through. And it's funny because in the other games, I don't think you actually go to the exact... Like, I don't think the place that's on the menu is actually a thing in the game. You can still go there, but... I mean, what? It's still kind of generated. It's not a picture. It's still generated by their engine. It's just a unique place. And I think even if you make custom stores, you can probably use... If there are any... For example, in Justine, you know, there's the wall with the vagina hole. I'm guessing you can use that wall in custom stories, possibly. I don't know necessarily if that's necessarily true, but I'm guessing it is. What's that big mask always here? Right, so 2 ways up. They could lead to the same place, or they could not lead to the same place. They appear to be leading to the same place. Okay, a bunch of rooms here. Oh, and a recording. Interesting. Oh, I wanted to say one more, or to check one more note actually. That I just remembered. That's not a note. Is that? No, Harry. I don't know who Harry is. I want to see if I know the person that's mentioned on the thingy, but no, I definitely don't. Okay, let's check the recording.
Your faith shackles your vision, Professor. It is an iron coffin that keeps you from grasping the future. We require a new deity, one of steam and the wheel, of magnetism and progress. The old god is nothing more than a lamed hog, spitting back offal at mankind.
Okay. So yeah, clearly, like we stopped believing when our wife died, and we were like that. You know, we should have the god should be technology. You know, our god should be technology, and we should start. You know, not figuratively speaking, we start believing in in cogwheels and in I don't remember what he said, but in steam powered machines and all that jazz. Oh, we again have candles. Getting the old vibes using. It opens. Let's check the other. I mean, the other room gotta open. Like the doors to the side gotta open to the same room, but what about there was 2 doors here? Okay, that's. Was it flowing in the wind or was I imagining things? I thought it was like waving a little bit. To be fair, there isn't really wind here, so that would be interesting, but either ways, I thought it moving, I think. Okay, that's a separate room, which also has an entrance to here though. It looks like. If I remember my last playthrough, a few times I would like start running from the pigs kind of almost in circles. Like there was some room, I don't remember the details, but I remember like a room where I would like run away from the pigs almost in, yeah, again, almost like just run away from them in a straight line or whatever, and almost immediately they would lose me. Just if I don't have lights on, which, I mean, I'm not complaining if that happens again, just... I remember it wasn't the hardest thing to lose them if they start seeing you, unless like scripted or some shit. Father Jeremiah's journal, October the 1st. So that's before he told him? Before I forgot her name. They flock to us now, where once I had to walk amongst them, wanted to bring salvation into their lives. Now, drawn by warmth in winter, by the food that Mandas distributes, so that's us, Mandas. I have to remember somehow, Mandas. Isn't that similar? What was the guy? I even forgot his name, so I can't really use it as a reference. But I should be able to remember it. The Dark Souls 1 boss from the DLC. Father of the Abyss. Manus. So, Manus, but add a D after the end. Okay, so... Maybe I'll remember it like that, who knows. But it's Manus with a big D in the middle. By the food that Mandas distributes, my church... Okay, they flock to us now, where I once had to walk amongst them to bring salvation to their lives. Now, drawn by warmth in winter, by the food that Mandas distributes, my church is full and my chargers are saved. He walks amongst them and they almost worship him. He will not allow them to work in his factories, claiming that his workforce are specially trained for the new machinery he uses, and it would be irresponsible, nay, unethical, to risk such precious lives as he sees here. A changed man sings Mexico. It is to be praised that in the face of such appalling tragedy, and from the confines of his sickbed, as he is often chained to, he conducts one of the greatest and most benevolent characteries in all of London. Not content with the rise to become the dominant food produce business in the land, he distributes his goodwill, his fares, to the poor, and they congregate about his kingdom in gratitude. So that must be part of Madness's our plot, not plot necessarily, but plan, I guess, to get people in. And that's Father Jeremiah, who doesn't know anything is happening. Like, we don't know he doesn't know we have any hidden motives, but We tell him in November. So yeah, he does not have any hidden motives. But he's like, now everyone, all the people are coming, and before, like, I had to go out in the streets and preach the, you know, the word of God. But now they come themselves. There's warmth in the church, which I guess they cannot afford to warm their houses or some shit. I mean, if you're poor, it makes sense, especially back then. Not that now, if you're poor, you can afford to, but it's definitely easier than then. By the food that managed, so obviously we're kind of giving out free food to the poor. Your foreign charges are saved. He walks amongst them and they almost worship him. He will not allow them to work in his factory. So yeah, he's like, he doesn't like. I guess the people are like, give us work. We don't have to take charity. Well, you know, we are allowed. We thank you for the charity, but we don't have to. You don't have to give us just charity. If you give us work, it will be like you can pay us for it, and then we can, you know, live normal lives instead of being poor. But he's like he refuses because he says that the workforce is specially trained and only they can use it, and it would be unresponsible and unethical to risk their precious lives for it. And and that's obviously all a lie, because there aren't really people working in there for the most part. I mean, he does distribute some food, which, I mean, he could be buying it, but I don't know. He does distribute some sort of food, and I don't know. Man, there's the fact that it said that the thing is a front just makes me think that it cannot be operational, but it's been working for more than a lot of years, so maybe at some point it was working normally, and then they went to use it for other means. I don't know. He will not allow them to work in his factories, claiming that his workforce is specially trained for the new machinery he uses, and that it would be irresponsible, nay unethical, to risk such special lives as he sees here. So yeah, that's gotta be it. That's gotta be the reasoning behind, like, the reason he just bringing people in so he can later use them for experiments. I changed my thing to Mexico now. Mexico. I don't think we know anything about Mexico yet. We don't know why he went to Mexico, when he went to Mexico. But at some point he went there, praising the face of such appalling tragedy, and from the confinement in sickbed, as he was unchained to. So yeah, he's often sick as well from the sick Mexico. Is it the ruins that he... I mean, there are jungles in Mexico, so I don't know, it wouldn't be it. I'm pretty sure he's been in the jungle that he got the sickness and the things. Unless he claimed that he went to Mexico and actually he went somewhere else. Or maybe he went like to Mexico and then from there he went to down, because I do believe there are jungles in you know, in southern America. So maybe he went to Mexico and from there he went down to further south. Oh, am I so fucking tired? Jesus Christ. To be praised that in the face of such appalling tragedy and from the confines of his sickbed, he conducts one of the greatest and most benevolent characteristics in all of London. And obviously Father Jeremiah sees him as some very good person with a great, huge heart and giving to the poor, etc., etc. Not content with the rise to become dominant food produce business, he distributes his goodwill, his fares to the poor, and they congregate about his kingdom in gratitude. And yeah, he wants to draw more people in, like more poor people that he can then kidnap supposedly and experiment on. Yeah, I don't know how long the game is. I guess a thing I can do without getting to, you know, that candle looks kind of like it's being, maybe it's just randomly the light. It looked like there's something I wanted to interact with. Maybe I need to, I don't know. It's just kind of, I mean, it could be random, but also, is it gonna be random? There's some light at that exact spot. I mean, arguably also the things down below have some light, but I don't know. It kind of feels way too weird to be just a coincidence. Okay, we're expecting some rainbow to start playing. wonder if you're safe here. I mean, he did say that such unholy creatures would not be able to go into Hollow Land, but... I don't know. But who knows if that's necessarily true. Oh, there's not a pig. Is that also a pig? I mean, I don't... That's just for the fact that there's a random pig here, just... I was, you know... So yeah, I don't think it really is gonna keep them out if there's a fucking pig tied to it. I don't know how holy grounds these are in that case. Let's kind of have a scheme around though, because there could be something. I was walking down the middle because I did intend on going back to check for anything else. I did fully intend on going back to check for stuff, so that's what I'm doing. Nothing on this side. Just a bunch of books. There's the light if I need it. Oh, there's the door. I was like, what can I grab here? Oh, there's a teddy. Someone's left their Stop phasing through the fucking chair. Oh, its face is whatever. I thought it was... Maybe not. It's fine. Okay. Still checking just... obviously there's like something very well hidden under the things. I'm not gonna notice them, but I can't be asked to look through each and every one. I'm just running through looking at on them, you know. Okay, there is something... Also, that is pretty sure that's a pig, which is interesting. Like, what, did he redesign the fucking church? Like, that is fair enough. He literally just... slapped a pig there and a pig here. That's not that hard to do, but did he redo that as well? Because that does look like a pig and not like a human for sure. And those also, now that I look at them, these are not... Oh yeah, there's a machine even. This one, I don't think I saw the cogs initially. I don't think I saw the cogs, I just saw that bit and I was like, that looks really steampunky, but with the cogs it definitely looks steampunky. So what? Did he... call someone to the church and be like, yo, guys, can you make that church windows into fucking cogwheels and things? And that's, I'm guessing, in, again, very short time, in just some months. That doesn't make any... Oh, yeah, I see where the thingy goes. I can see where the candlestick goes. Okay, that's cool. Anything on... Oh, these are open, though. Okay, there's a lever here. As well as something that that moved in a very awkward position. Or what position? In very awkward way. It's not gonna work. I need to fuel the machine, which cannot open for some reason. I don't even have coal actually, do I? No. But I'm guessing I need to fuel that and crank that and then something will happen somewhere. I guess, are these all changes after he's dealt with the father? There must be, right? Some kind of mechanism, a secret and inferno one, no doubt. The missing candlestick is clearly the answer, but why? I cannot fathom. Why hide secret machines in place of a prayer? And where are the faithful? Why are there drug marks about the altar as if someone was put away? Well, to a big extent we do know, like, first of all, when you replace the second secret inferno, missing candlestick is the answer, we know that already. Inferno, no doubt. I mean, it's not Inferno, it's mechanical. I mean, I don't... Even if you do kind of regain your faith, I don't think you should say mechanics are bad. Like, even if you're faithful, obviously you still, you know, get used in mechanisms and shit. But maybe in our head, in Mandus's head, maybe they are really literally contradicting. Like, you either you have faith in God or you have faith in the machines. There's no middle ground, like one or the other. If you have faith in God, you shun the machines, and you have faith in the machines, you shun God. I found like that's faith and that's shunning for some reason. I don't know why. I guess the fist is like, you know, fist is usually anger and shunning makes sense. But why is the open hand, you know, I guess open hand. I don't know, it depends on the... Why is that word so hard for me to remember? That's a word that for the last few months or weeks just slipping my head all the time. Context. I don't know why the word context is just randomly just poofing out of my brain at times. Oh yeah, I wanted to check some more stuff actually. Why hide secret knife in place of a prayer? Well, because a prayer cannot open a secret passage, I'm guessing, is the reason. Where the faithful? Well, it's the middle of the night, so I don't know. Do churches work at night? I'm not a faithful guy myself, so I don't know, but I don't imagine they do. So that's where they are, or well, aren't. One drug marks about the other, someone was put away. Now this one, that must be the priest, although I don't see it. There's blood. Drug marks? There are like some things on the floor as well. Unless... oh, these are from the window. These are the things from above the window. I was like, what are those signals? Not signals. Shapes and things. There's some blood and stuff, but I don't see drug marks. And also no comment on the, you know, the pigs that are literally tied to the cross, you know, which is the one, the main holy thing. No one cares about that. It's just a bit, whatever. But yeah, we can clearly see he has a lot of faith here, like, where did I put this? Because I need to scratch my hand, that's let me like, he was being like, so, you know, there's, like, I will be safe in the church. He was sure he'll be safe in the church because, like, you know, such devil's creatures cannot enter or something, like, you know, I gotta be safe in the church. I will be safe in the church, he was convinced. I'm hoping that's true. I would prefer to be safe if it can be helped. Aha. Oh no, it's just turned it on. Interesting. The engine fires, the flames are stoked. I hear steam in the walls, vibrations upon the very air. My heart falters at the prospect of throwing the lever and exposing the workings of this dark contraption, but my children beckon me on and I cannot fail them. So, yeah, I mean, we did a thing, somehow that lit the thingy, I guess. It would work, yeah, I mean, there are, at that point in time, even without magic, there are ways to light a fire using cranks. After all, electricity is a thing, so, you know. There surely are ways to do that, even though much harder than today, I think, although... how can you start, like, I'm trying to think what are ways to actually start a fire, you know, consistently. Because a spark would be a thing, but I don't know if that's consistent enough, really, and it needs, like, thing in between the thing is to, like gas, for example, to be sure, like, if there's a gas that can light on fire, and if you have an area with it and then have a spark to light that, sure. But usually gas, I think, burns pretty quickly for the most part, so it would be hard to light a thing like that. What would be a way to... I'm not sure what would be a good way to light something using electricity. Yeah, I don't know. Let's talk here, steam in the walls, vibrations upon the very air. Yeah, so he's kind of worried to pull the lever because he doesn't know what will happen, but he knows he has safe skits, so it's like, well, you gotta do it. Still locked, okay. For some reason I'm expecting that thing to enter, that little panel here. Doesn't appear to be the case. Alright, well, time to pull the lever. Trunk. Either he's gonna open that door or he's gonna move into a hidden outer. Yeah, that was what I was expecting. Oh, not hidden outer, but a hidden area. Now, what I wasn't expecting is staircases. I was just imagining it was gonna kinda maybe pull back and there will be a staircase under it or something. I don't know. It appears I have no choice, thus I descend and may God have mercy upon my soul. If this is my bedlam and I am to be cast as Matthews, then I will wear the mantle for the sake of my boys and face whatever horrors lie beneath the altar. Oh boy. That's the way to say it. I'm guessing he's gonna introduce actual monsters now. Did I really take fall damage? I don't think there's actually health in this game other than, like, you know, you get hit and you get damaged, or you kind of Call of Duty, like, where you have some health but it kind of regens quickly. Dark to see. He's getting freaky, right? He's getting freaky right now. That was a chest in the other games, but again, now there's nothing really to collect other than notes from chests, so Obviously chests are much less of a thing. It's so fucking dark in here, like, you literally cannot see anything unless you're in the light. Like, look, I can see kind of a outline of a thing, but nothing really that I can see, you know.
Listen, Papa. Hold the egg to your ear. You can hear the sea.
Egg. Did we get a part of the orb which is an egg? Oh, there's gotta be the holding cells, right? There's gotta be the holding cells. Were they fitting the mice? I don't know, baby's crying. Fuck off. I don't like babies crying. No, don't do that. These have a pretty strong light lantern. You know? Can't complain, it's pretty good. Okay, way down. It's gotta be the way forward. Piece of shit. Sorry, I don't know how. I would love to. I think his shot would help me out. That's why I answered to that. He said something different than, whoops. I'm keeping quiet because I'm trying to listen to that. There's so many bottles everywhere still. Oh. Did I completely run past that? I guess I did, huh? Holy shit. Good thing I dab on 3-point quarter checks. Why is there a... I guess, like, you wanna... Yeah. It's kind of weird looking here, but I guess it makes sense if you wanna tie someone to something. These final thoughts. What exhumation is this? What rotten fruit? What stitching of parts? I doubt I will ever be found, yet I leave you this. I scrawled in the malodorous half-light whilst my tormentor shuffles below. My fellow prisoners skin and squeal in the gloam, and where I wait for the knocking upon my cage that signifies it finally my turn to make the dark journey into the interior. So, one of the people who were kidnapped clearly wrote that. Exclamation, the rotten fruit to be... What? Bestitching of parts. So it's kind of restitching parts to you. Maybe remove parts and then stitch. I mean, that's kind of what we assumed until now. I don't ever be fine, yet I leave this. You leave this scrolled in the malodorous half-light. So yeah, it's kind of pretty dark, so that's what it means. Like, this area is really dark, but there's a little bit of light here or there, but for the most part. My tormentor shuffles below, so whoever is torturing him is below somewhere. Fellow prisoner skin and squeal in the gloom, while I wait for knocking upon my cage, which signifies that it's my turn to make the dark journey. Yeah, it is definitely dark. Cannot deny that bit. Anything in those areas here? Okay, I don't want to go down there, but I think I will have to. Oh boy. Boy, I'm not too excited about this. That jump scared me. I was just hoping that I know where I'm going. Kind of, there's, you know, the fractions of light which I would just use to... Is that warning me, or is it supposed to be scaring me? Like, is it blinking to, like... Can I use the blinking as warning? I will not be surprised if we can actually get actual deadly encounters now. Oh? What the fuck? Oh? Why can I open that? There surely is a reason for me to open that, but there's no way I can get in myself. So what is the reason for me to be able to open that? Unless to reuse that for another time, Maybe there's another use of that cage where I do need to open it and that's just a reused asset. Some metagaming thoughts here. Like, it's either... Like, if there's a reason to open it. Like, if you can open it, there's gotta be a reason to open it. And then the meta gaming answer, potential meta gaming answer, that maybe it's because it's an asset. Okay. I am quiet because I'm freaking out a little bit. We did get a very close call now, so... What the fuck is that? Let's check back here. Because I know I didn't check that little path in case there's anything. Okay, so I was up to here. And considering how I missed the fucking, almost missed the fucking note earlier, I'm trying to check really carefully while also, you know, not dying too hard and not cheating myself too hard. Now there's clearly no one in those. It's too dark to really see anything if you're staying in the dark, so. Especially in real dark times like that, I guess. Well, now it's fine-ish. But I guess you only turn off the light if you're hiding, or, you know. Because there's no... Oh, there's a baby variant of that! Haha, that's so cool! Look at that, so cute! Shut up, I'm... Look at that box! Stop with the babies crying! No! No! Oh. Yep. Still don't know if necessarily means... is meant as a warning, or... There it is. He's doing laps. Just going. I don't even see it too well. Oh, it is on 4 legs, huh? I thought it was on 2 legs. It looks gonna pass through me. I don't think I get scared, but look. Are you coming towards me? Are you coming towards me? Okay, it's going past. Now, since there's no sanity in this game, I believe I should be... No? Fuck, I moved. So it saw me. I'm not gonna move, I'm gonna move. I think I'm fine if I don't move. No, it's going straight for me. Hello! Run! Fuck! No, 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 no. Wait, where's the other way though? It seems to lose me really easily. Like, just like I said last time, it used to be able to lose me quite easily, which I'm not complaining about. I don't want to check the other way. So it clearly cannot do loops because these are separate paths. I know there's another path which I do want to check because items could be there. No idea where the fuck it went, obviously. He did hit me once, and then I ran away. Okay, it just looks like a dead end, I think. What the fuck happened to it, though? There's an arm here. Was there always an arm here? I cannot run through all of this, right? So, if there's anything here, I have missed it, but I don't see anything anywhere. Meaning that I'm possibly safe. Oh, it's a traveling area. Do I end it? And so, the stalking. The fog will not lift, the ship is becalmed, I don't know what that means. Everyone lies in the half-light waiting to drown in the dry air. He is the paperweight that ballasts them. Whatever that all means. This was part of the reason, because I'm, you know, I'm trying to do shorter streams and reasons, so I'm not sure I want to be ending it. I don't know how long there is more, but even if there's not too much, I can figure out stuff. Like I was gonna say earlier, the way I can figure out how much is there without really getting spoilers, if I look up a full playthrough and very carefully just like look an hour in, 2 hours in, if I see I'm sort of close, 2 hours and a half, etc. Just very slight portions, and then see like how far through the video is where my current point is. That would be a pretty good way to do it. Because obviously I can check the game length. I even checked it. I don't remember. I think it was like 6 or 7 hours. So I played it for 4? Less. I don't know. About 4, I think. Right now, I think I've played it about 4 hours. Because I did about an hour and a half first time. And now it's about 2.5. So that would be 4.5. So I'm wondering, where am I? Am I outside again? Fuck off. Oh, it's a hidden wall. Am I gonna be back somewhere that I've been already? Yeah, again, I'm not sure if I want to be ending this right now. But I almost get scared. Okay, I'm outside again. Yeah, it's kind of... I don't mind the outside bits. They kind of give a feeling of being a bit less scary, you know. There's a pig head in the pigs. Like a porcelain pig head. Now, I don't know if streets are necessarily safe. I don't think they are. But they are nicer, kind of. I don't know. It is kind of beautiful. The music is nice, although still keeping the scary vibe. It is really nice, I think. Like, it's definitely built... It doesn't completely relieve you of the horror. But it does kind of soothe you a little bit, and it is quite nice. Like, it's both soothing, but doesn't... It's still fitting for the horror, I think. Both soothing and... Yeah, I think that's... The moon, though, I love the moon. I don't really like the moon, it's been a thing for me. Even in... Where the what? In elementary school, we were joking that the moon was my GF. Like my girlfriend, and we were dating and stuff, I don't know. It was fun. Is that where I was? No, that's obviously I went into church. Trying to figure out if I can get a relation to where I was earlier. But I don't think I can. I quite like this though, it's really nice. And the night sky with the, you know, huge old-timey factories with their huge polluting thingies. Obviously not good for the environment, but there is a beauty to it. Which I quite like. But yeah, do not run me over, my guy. But yeah, I do quite like the moon. And even I did... Man the Skull, meat producing factory. Anno, what is Anno? 1828. So it is from long before the event started in this game. I know I can jump on that, come on. Even a few days ago I was just kind of looking at the moon and I was like, ah, you're so beautiful, my love.
Water in his shoes. Always the water, and the sparks of the embers of the wheels. It's too bony. It's too damn bony.
Ah? What? Water in the boots? Something else and bony. What is bony? What? I don't follow that at all. Looks like that's the only way I can go. But I will of course check quite carefully everything else. My soul shooters at what I have seen, but at last I have reached the main part of the factory. Now onwards, downwards to find those flood waters and drain them away. Like Moses, I will cleave the waters and lift my little darlings clear of the vile cradle. Okay. So we have reached the factory main. I almost said castle because the previous one isn't a castle, but no, this one is a factory, kinda, in a church and stuff. But this is factory based area. And yeah, there is... we have reached the factory main, apparently. It is really nice looking. I know, there's a lot of, like, I don't know if I'm, like, particularly, like, the biggest fan... I mean, no, that came out weird. I don't want to say that I'm, like, a huge fan compared to other areas of this particular look, but I do like it. I cannot form my sentence properly. That's my issue right now. Like, I want to say, like, I do quite like that old-timey vibe. Just the vibes it gives off. Hey, looking at that house, you can fucking... Yeah, it looks like sort of Germany-ish or sort of that part of Europe-ish. Whichever that part is. Anything in the back of those or anywhere around those? But yeah, I do quite like the look of that, you know, it's just decently old-timey. I mean, yeah, it is, what, pretty much at the end of 19th century. It is quite cool, like, looking at that. And even though living in those times would not be, like, you're a fucking factory worker, probably, unless you're, like, one of the big fish. But you're most very likely a factory. I think there's a lot of factory workers with bad standards for hygiene, for safety, for anything. I think, is it around the Black Death, or was it Black Death? No, the Black Death was 18. Was it 1820s, right about? I think. So it is after, but I think maybe the Spanish flu? I don't know, there was some sickness, I think, at 19 something as well. Even if it's not the Black Plague necessarily. I do believe there was some sickness to it. And I remember that when I saw those windows, like, look at how cool that looks. Parents not allowed in this requirement to lodge. Look, like, that looks really cool, those windows with the kind of tilting openings. Almost makes me think of an old-timey, like, bar or some shit, or a restaurant. At one point when I was, like, studying and shit, I kind of randomly came upon, like, music from those times. Because, like, when I'm looking at music, usually it's kind of just, like, you know, classic stuff. And I do think it, you know, helps him concentrate better than... Oh. Look at those cool lights as well, like, that's so cool. Yeah, everything has an easy emergency shutdown. So, I don't know, the fact that it keeps moving through rooms, I guess this must have been the rare place we started in, maybe, our house, you know? Or something, I don't know. In factory building, maybe 1, 2, and then kind of the... I mean, obviously, each of those has its own purpose, I just don't know what it is. For the most part. Okay, let's listen to that.
These men, Professor, these so-called men of vision, they would shackle the masses to a wheel and turn it till their backs break. All for that opiate, the lure of profit. These fools who lackey them, these priests, these officials, this government. They make pigs of us all.
But what solution, my dear man? How to break a cycle? You cannot simply remove the promise of a better world for these unfortunates. In the workhouses, in the orphanages, the belief in heaven is surely the only succor one can find.
We do not need to wait. We can bring forth paradise now. We can speed the passion. With only a small sacrifice, we can hold the apocalypse. With just a small sacrifice, we can free our shackles and deliver them to paradise now.
So, yeah, he's kind of... The fight always goes a little bit further and then comes back. I don't know why is that a thing, but it's interesting. But yeah, obviously he's trying to convince the other guy. Which is interesting, because he was kind of annoyed that he was gonna come over, and... I didn't think he was gonna go into, like, debates with him or anything like that. Am I... Okay, I can jump crouch? Look... No, that's interesting. I kinda can, but not entirely. Like, now I'm... Jump to a crouching. I don't know, it's very weird. Am I crouching? Oh, I am crouching. Oh, so I did get up there, I just couldn't go further. But yeah, he was trying to convince, like, the professor that, like, the way, like, you have to move on, like, kind of almost work against the church, I think, from what I get there. He's like, but those people, like, they need the faith, because that's all they've got. Like, the orphanages, the... You know, the people in poor conditions, they need their faith, because that's what keeps them together, or that's what keeps them... Oh, I can open the windows. Open. Wait, it's looping back, like, if I just keep pushing forward, it's kind of... Okay, so now I'm just pushing forward from now, and see, like, it does that even though I'm just pushing forward. Now I'm pushing backwards. Okay, now it's just closed. Okay, so I need to kind of push it forward and then backwards. Interesting. Like, forward and... What the... There we go. I need to push forward and exactly at the middle switch to pulling backwards. That's so weird. There we go. I don't know, I'm opening all the windows. It's hot in here, so I'm kind of opening the windows in the game. Hoping to... I don't know. Not really hoping that it will fix something, I was just... Piston rooms. Okay. Those lights are interesting, I think. I guess they make sense, but... No. Okay, blinking is a thing, which is interesting. I did think I might be safe for a bit, but... That's not necessarily true. Considering how short the game is, similar... I see a pig. Yeah, you know what, guys? I think we'll leave that for later. I just cannot guess. Oh, that closed behind me. Awesome. Yeah, I think I cannot guess to that. I mean, you know. I'm tired enough to not be doing that right now, and... Yeah. Where's my throat going? Okay. Let's end it for now. Let's just end it for today. Yes. So, tomorrow we are... possibly back with more Elden Ring, unless I decide against it, because last few times I was kind of getting annoyed at Elden Ring at times, so I kind of wanted to vary it up a bit. We'll see if I change my mind. Let's switch to facecam. I think Shrek is here, yeah, so let's bring myself back. Last time, yesterday, I was getting a little bit annoyed at things that usually wouldn't get me annoyed. Possibly because of my tiredness, but also probably getting a little bit too much of it. So I might decide to vary it up tomorrow. I will decide on what I'll be streaming, if it will be more Elden Ring or if I'll vary it up. That being said, Amnesia, I do not know if I'll be streaming next Thursday, which is usually my Amnesia stream days. Because the next day I have an exam, which is actually the only one I'm really worried about. And then I'm flying in the evening on Friday. So I'm not sure if I'll really be streaming next Thursday. Now I might make up for that, but I don't know if I will. Like, that was weird. Like, if I was gonna be streaming all other days, I would probably think about making up for that, but considering I will skip Friday, Saturday, Sunday for sure, very likely Monday, there isn't too much, like, you know, I'm gonna be two streams and then back to Amnesia, so I don't know if there's really too much to, like, make up for. Like, I'm gonna skip maybe 5 streams. Let me go to the desktop audio so I can look at who we're rating while I'm talking. Thursday, yeah, so like 5 days probably. So skipping one of the week, which, you know, I don't know if there's really too much to make up for, because the balance will be the same. So possibly more Amnesia will be not the next Thursday, but the one after. Of course, follow me, check out the Discord. There are all the notifications that you need. Also, you can chat, we can hang out, we can chat, we can share memes, stuff like that. Also, if you're playing something together, we're gonna be doing it there. Check out Twitter, where I post whenever I'm going live, and occasionally some other random shit. And check out YouTube, where I upload edited videos. All of the Amnesia playthroughs will be edited, available on YouTube eventually. It does take me a minute to go through all that, to go through all the footage, because I have a very, I don't want to say slow way of editing. It is technically a slow way, yeah, but like I'm taking long to edit everything. And yeah, like I want it to be very good. That's kind of why I'm spending so much editing it. So yeah, that's kind of the reason. There's no one that I know playing Elden Ring. Oh, there's Luigi. We read him yesterday, though. I kind of wouldn't mind a bit of variety. I guess I'm kind of in streams earlier, so it could also be part of the reason. I don't see anyone doing too much. I guess there's some D&D that we can raid. Elder Scrolls Oblivion, we can raid that. That's really the thing that I'm interested in. Let's see. Let's have a little quick peek at who's. Oh, I accidentally muted my tab. So I guess, yeah, let's do some D&D raid. So let's raid Hulk and Pokken. Oh, but they're playing Icewind Dale. That's, I don't wanna. That's a actual. Oh no, that's a official adventure, which I don't really want to get myself spoiled. So let's raid a Hectic Wizard. He does cool shit as well. He's a dragon. He's playing through Oblivion, which is, I haven't played it too much. There's a little bit of it on YouTube, but it's not a lot of it. I don't know. I played it for I don't remember how long, but I did stop soon-ish. It was like one of those times when I was just doing unedited vids, which, you know, nothing wrong with that, but it wasn't like, after that I switched my style a lot of editing. So yeah. Right. So yeah, that's that, I guess. Check him out, show him some love. And yeah, I should be back tomorrow with possibly Elden Ring, possibly something else. And yeah, that's that. I feel like I'm forgetting to say something that I'm kinda just almost idling here. Trying to remember, because I feel like there was something I wanted to say, but I really cannot think what that might be. So I guess that's where we're ending it. I guess. I don't know. Sure, let's end it. So thank you for hanging out, thank you for watching, and other than that, as always, I'll see you next time.